fun and memorable and most of all, healthy season. Be safe. Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram on the giant corner of Lorraine and 30th in Hutch or online 24/7 at allensamuelshutch.com. Come by. Let's be friends.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, a pleasant good evening, everyone, on the road tonight in McPherson. It's game number 17 of the regular season. Crusader basketball here on 95.9 HKFM. Hi, everyone. Area of the West. Courtside with Chris Shank and Carson Buhler here at the Roundhouse in McPherson, where the Crusaders begin a 2-video app, as well as the Crusader Sports Network, powered by Next Tech Wireless, because you're mobile and need to stay connected. Well, on Friday, Buehler hosted Circle in the Fieldhouse. It was pink night, 57-32. Buehler played well defensively. Found themselves within a couple of buckets going into the fourth quarter. Circle, though, able to break things open in that final 8 minutes and seal the game at the free throw line. Emily Madison had a season-high 10 points for the Lady Crusaders, who fall to 3 and 13 on the season, fellas. And we talked about it a lot on Friday. Feel like a team playing well defensively overall here down the stretch. Still going through those long periods where they struggle away for that final 8 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, the Lady Crusaders have done a fantastic job of playing great defense this year. They've kept a lot of their opponents down scoring-wise, but you talked about it. When you have those empty possessions and you have just
four settling in like they are now, they need people to finish. They need to find their finisher, which I don't believe they have. You look at even back to the SIT where they play Concordia and they lead the whole game. They couldn't finish, and Concordia had that senior leadership. They had girls that had all that experience, and they were able to finish. I mean, you can even look back at the win against Abilene where it didn't look like they were going to finish, and they didn't score, and Abilene made a run at them. So they're going to have to finish to capitalize this end of the season run.
And tonight, first time for a lot of these ladies to play on this floor in this environment. It'll be a learning experience for them. We always know MAC is tough. Talked about all year is, hey, let's continue to compete, which they have. And, okay, let's compare to how we played them in December. What are some things we can get better at tonight? So,
yeah, you're exactly right. And that's kind of one of the nice things about, playing everybody in Division III of the AVCTL twice. You have 2 games to look at. So you have the film of how you went against them, and in this case it was clear back before Christmas. And so you know exactly how you matched up the last go-around, the goods, the bads, and just try to work on improving and making it a more successful evening than it was the last go-around.
Yeah, and remember, this is a different team. You mentioned that game was all the way back before the moratorium period, and so this team has grown so much, gone through so much. I know that they has really elevated their level.
Yeah, and you talk about the guard play. At the beginning of the year, we really struggled against the press. And it's not to say that press, a point of emphasis, I'm sure, for Coach Mitchell-Stetter and the gals tonight is to deal with that pressure and to not let McPherson's in-your-face full-court pressure get to you.
Talk about December.
This is game number 17 of the season. I don't know about you guys, but, man, it seems like hard to believe that we're already to game number 17 of the regular season.
It has gone by quickly for sure. Guys won their 4th straight Friday, sweeping the season series with Circle 60-50. Buehler connected on 7 of 18 three-point shots. Went 7 of 10 from the free throw line in a game that Circle kept close until late. Max Alexander broke the 1,000 career point scoring mark, finished with 24 points and 5 assists. Isaiah Hernandez was our player of the game. He went 5 of 6 from the outside, 15 points in that stretch where he was red hot in the first half. Really key for this team. They were able to put it together in the second half, but I give that Circle team credit. They were scrappy and hung around all night.
Yeah, Circle played to the end, and there was never a point where Circle really capitulated in the game. I mean, they just kept on slinging it. They were calling timeouts with under a minute left, yeah, I mean, it was one of those that Buehler didn't play bad. Circle just played their guts out and really fought, and that's a Circle team that, I think they're going to continue to get better and look to be even better next year.
Yeah, and you guys mentioned it. We heard Coach Swanson go through the league schedule earlier in the year, and there are no gimmies in this league. There are no games where you walk in and say, we can play bad and still walk away with a victory. I don't really care what the score says. We know we're going to come out of here with a W. There are none. Circle always has a shooter or two that will come and challenge you. You have McPherson, Augusta, El Dorado is good, Winfield is good, and so the Crusaders always have to bring their A game no matter where they're at in the schedule. And coming off, both teams from McPherson coming off a tough Central loss, they're going to be motivated and ready to go tonight.
All right, they're going to need more of what they got Friday from Isaiah Hernandez, and talked a lot this year about filling in that scoring, getting other guys involved in the offense. And Max has the ability to do that. We saw that from him when his shot early wasn't going. He distributed more and had those 5 assists. It's going to be key. I don't think, I mean, obviously Max is always going to be your guy, but I don't think it's fair to come into this type of an environment that's going to be hostile. He obviously has the personal connections here and say, okay, Max, it's all on you. When everybody else is involved, this team is really hard to beat. So
yeah, and I think that the good news for Max and for the entire team, I mean, everybody knows that different guys can step up, and that it has been a deal where there was points in the season where basically Max and Jack, if they didn't do the scoring, nobody else had that night yet. But the beautiful thing for this team, Isaiah's had nights that he's contributed. Taden now has had nights. I mean, and I'm just talking scoring. I mean, these other guys have been great on defense and great, helping to move the ball. But I really do feel like they can step in and on this floor tonight, knowing that one of them doesn't have to win the game single-handedly.
Yeah. All right. I was just going to say, Chris has got his history book. Probably in his briefcase.
Oh, it is. It's down below.
And so we'll talk about it later tonight. The streak goes back to 97. It is what it is, right? But maybe tonight's the night, huh?
Yeah, I mean, I was here that year. I mean, I know we talked about it before. I was a sophomore, so I was younger than Carson the last time that Buehler won here. And that was the year that, we beat them twice, but then they got us in the sub-state championship. And you think about how many good Buehler teams have stepped onto the floor since then, but none of them could get the job done. So
SEMO wasn't even a dream then.
Yeah, that was a long time back in the 90s. I know that probably the 90s sound like 1950s to you, Carson, but
his mom wasn't much older than he is now.
True.
Good stuff. Looking forward to it tonight here at the Roundhouse. Another opportunity to cheer on these Crusaders and watch them get better. Crusader basketball tonight brought to you in part by Fee Insurance, by Jackson Meats, by Dix Phillips 66, Sunflower Electric Supply, and H&R Block. Our player profile coming up. We'll talk with senior Braden Skripczyk. More of our pregame on the way next. This is Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Motors drive to the game. Visit Midway Motors on 30th Street in Hutchinson or online at midwaymotors.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Come visit us at Buehler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment, or email online at drdalls@gmail.com. Buehler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
And welcome back on our Midway Motors Drive to the Game. Aaron West here. Time for tonight's First National Travel Player Profile. At First National Travel, assure your next perfect vacation. Online at fnta.net. Senior Braden Skripczyk with us in our player profile tonight. Braden, let's talk a little bit about your role on the team. Obviously, getting some varsity minutes, one of the first guys off the bench this year. And how has that been so far for you?
Not too shabby. I just try to go out there and do what I can for the team. Not necessarily out there to score points. We got plenty of guys that can do that. Just out there to get some rebounds and play some defense.
Yeah, absolutely. You guys, that front line, you and Reed and certainly Jack,
got against a lot of physical. It seems like it's been really physical inside this year. How have you adapted to that?
I've just been trying to be as physical as I can with those other guys, and going up against Reed and Jack and them in practice has really helped prepare me for going up against some of those bigger, stronger guys.
And you went with a haircut tonight. You got a little new do going there on the top, so we'll see how that goes here at MAC. It's always a tough place to play. How do you guys process that and just kind of put the whole McPherson thing out of your mind and just go play basketball?
It seems like it's always a big week when we're getting ready to play McPherson, but it's no different than any other game. We just got to come out and perform and try to sneak away with a win.
You guys kind of went through that lull in the middle part of the season, but it seems like you're swinging back the other way, playing some really strong basketball right now. What do you think has been the key to that?
I think a lot of it's just distributing the ball, getting it to whoever's hot that night. Like last game, Isaiah was 5 for 5 from 3, so we just need to do a better job at trying to find the person with a hot hand and give it to them while they're hot.
Yeah, you mentioned just some of what your role is on the team to do a lot of those little things. What has it meant to you to get the opportunity to be a big part of this team and the varsity and what you guys have a chance to do this year?
It's pretty special. We got a lot of talent on this team, and just to be able to be part of it really means a lot.
All right, man. Well, just a couple more questions. Plans on where you go after high school, what next year looks like for you?
I plan on going to Manhattan Tech next year and doing the HVAC program up there in Manhattan.
All right. Well, congratulations. Good luck on that. And just a little bit, Braden Skripczyk off the floor. What do you enjoy spending your time doing? Things you do other than basketball?
I just like hanging out with my friends. A lot of times we'll be shooting guns, hunting or fishing, or just doing something outside.
Sounds good, pal. Well, good luck on the floor tonight. Thanks for your time.
All righty. Thank you.
That is Braden Skripczyk and our player profile. We'll be back with more right after this.
First National Bank is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. We have an experienced staff prepared to provide you with a variety of banking solutions. Please visit our website, fnbhutch.bank. That's fnbhutch.bank for more information. First National Bank of Hutchinson, we're first for you.
Visit one of the First's 5 convenient locations in Hutchinson, including inside Dillon's Marketplace. First National Bank of Hutchinson, member FDIC. Meet our latest classroom hero, the Ad Astra Radio Classroom Hero Award presented by Heartland Credit Union. This week, honoring Kayla Engel, 2nd grade teacher at Buehler Grade School. Engel is a graduate of Sterling College and has been at BGS for 4 years.
I love teaching mostly because of my students, and it's been really cool to just grow with my students and to see them really push through and wear their masks and make sure everyone's safe. And
she's learned to be grateful, even teaching through a pandemic.
It's made me appreciate every single moment and every little thing that happened.
We're proud, along with our community partners, to recognize our local educators. Each classroom hero receives a gift package courtesy of Heartland Credit Union, Midway Motors, Stutzman's Greenhouse, Hutch Putt, and the Photo Cowboy. Know a deserving educator? Nominate them at adastraradio.com.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buehler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
And we're back here from the Roundhouse in McPherson. Crusader Basketball brought to you in part by the Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Newfeld's Flooring, by Hutchinson Community College, by First National Bank, and by Man Wyatt and Tanksley. Lady Crusaders 3-13. They lost to this Puck team back on December 22nd by 49. 72-23. That was in the Fieldhouse. McPherson 8 of 13 from beyond the arc. They scored 43 points up 27 Buehler turnovers. Emily Madison led the team with 9 points on that occasion. So we talked about it. Buehler just continuing, as Coach likes to say, compete, get better. Let's not lose by 49 tonight. Try and cut down on those turnovers. And that's the key against a McPherson team that just will pressure the daylights out of the basketball. Got to get it across the timeline and avoid all the turnovers.
Yeah, because a team like McPherson, if the press is working, the pressure's working, they're not going to get out of it. So you've got to be able to not only break it, but punish them a couple times and get some lay-ins, and or at least handle the pressure enough to where they feel like they're expending so much energy on it that they kind of pull back, because if you can't beat it, they are going to continue slinging it at you.
Yeah, and the trying to make them tired is going to be hard because this McPherson team is so deep. They'll willingly sub out 2-3 girls at a time, and it's just like they're putting new starters in. All of these girls, this is a very, very deep Lady Bullpup team, and every single one of them can shoot. So tonight the Crusaders are going to need to play. Look to make them see a little bit of a saggy man to kind of fill the lane a little bit, protect the rim, and then be able to close out on the shooters as Pyle and Beam. Beam was the one who really hurt the Crusaders in the first game this season. Grace Pyle doing some sort of team violation issues. She didn't play the first quarter, so it really was the Cassidy Beam show that whole game, and so she made it rain from outside, and she just signed with Tabor College to play basketball, so it'll be interesting to see how the Crusaders defend the three and the post.
Yeah, you talked about the threes. I mean, that was something, seemed like the threes were just raining in on Buehler the last go-around, and that's good to hear about, playing this kind of sagging man because, Carson, this McPherson team, if you try to play him, really tight, without much help on the man, they've got a lot of team speed.
Yeah, for sure. The team speed, we just talked about how deep they are. They're going to be able to sub, and not only that, they're going to have some size on the Crusaders. Grace Pyle listed at 5'6", a little taller than that, and she'll be able to drive the ball, kick it out, and inside is where she's most dangerous.
All right, well, see how the ladies compete tonight. Continue to progressively get better. And kind of an interesting point in the season. Obviously, you're still playing for your seniors at this point. But trying to get those young kids better, too, because seniors aren't going to be here next year. It's going to be their team. And I know that it's going to be a whole different mix with the incoming freshman class. So still trying to play for this year, but work towards next year, too. Interesting there how that all comes together.
Yeah, because every year each team kind of has to be reborn. And but, with these seniors, kind of the thing for them, they are looking at counting tonight in the first round of sub-state. They are only guaranteed 4 more games of basketball. So for each and every single one of those seniors who have been shooting baskets in the driveway since they were little kids, they really want to finish out strong, and so it's always a kind of an emotional time when you get to the latter part of the season.
Well, you look at the sub-state right now. Nickerson has a game lead on Mac with just 2 losses. Mac with the 3. Pratt would be the 3 seed of the playoffs. Began tonight with 4 wins, and Buehler with 3, and Ulysses with 2. And that play-in game, if it were to be Buehler hosting Ulysses, that would be on Saturday, February 27th. Still the opportunity for Buehler to move up ahead of Pratt with a couple of possible wins out there yet to come. But I don't want to see. You're going to get Mac or Nickerson. Both of those teams are going to be really tough. And I think this Mac team's one of the best we'll see all year.
Yeah,
and outside of BH, maybe the best 4A team in the state.
Yeah, so. No, I really, you can come away from playing MAC tonight knowing, okay, we've played one of the best teams in all of Class 4A girls, and without a shadow of a doubt, when you look at a couple of their losses, they lost to Dodge City, which is a 6A. They lost to a team out of Missouri, and then they lost to Andover Central, who's having a great year in Class 5A. So, all of the schools they've lost to are bigger schools, and not only have they won a lot of games, but they've won most of them by a pretty sizable margin.
Well, and they've got them ranked 3rd behind Clay Center. No offense to the NKCL, but or the NCKL, but I would put my money on that all day, every day.
I lived in Clay Center for 2 years. I have relatives that are were on the Clay Center coaching staff on the girls basketball side. I would put McPherson up against Clay Center, and they would win 99 out of 100 times. I have no doubt about it.
MAC 11 of their 12 wins by double digits. Though Chris talked about it, just 2-2 against state-ranked teams, coming off that 62-46 loss at number 1 ranked in 5A Andover Central on Saturday. Constant ball pressure and the 3-ball. Just got a team of great shooters. You pull one kid out and they put another one in that basically does the same thing. They've got a team of great shooters.
Yeah, and Coach Strathman's been at it a long time here. He's really, I mean, the McPherson girls program was solid before he got here, but he has really built it into where it's just a consistent year in and year out great team. I know I've seen their 8th grade team. The bad news for Buehler folks, their 8th grade team is really good. So, I mean, they've got girls coming up through the pipeline that are going to continue to contribute.
Yeah, and you always come to McPherson and you know the names. You know it's Alexander and Pyle. You're going to get one of those two on the teams that you face. And so looking at them warming up, you know you have Grace Pyle out there. You know you have Cassie Bean, but everybody can shoot. They run through their warm-ups, make 100 jump shots about 10 feet away from the basket. Then they keep gradually moving out to three-pointers, and nobody struggles with that. That's something so fundamentally sound about this Lady Bullpup team is everybody on this team is willing to give 110% for their team to succeed.
Well, it is a Pink Night here in McPherson. They have their version of Pink Night to benefit cancer research tonight, so some special activities going on with that. We'll have more coming up in our pregame. Buehler and McPherson, 3rd ranked in 4A. The Lady Pups at 12-3. I mentioned those double-digit wins. 11 of 12 have been blowouts for them this year, averaging by Wade Patton Insurance, the Medicine Shop by APAC Shears, and by Ray & Sons Roofing. We'll have more of our pregame here coming up on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Drive to the game on HKFM. We're just moments away from Lady Crusader basketball. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra Radio app, powered by Next Tech Wireless.
Game day is a big deal in our house. We don't just go to watch and cheer, we live and breathe it. Our squad is full of passion, snacks, and spirit, and we needed a car that could do more than transport us. We needed to participate with us. Midway Motors helped us find the winning ride from pre-gaming to post-game celebrations and everything in between. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. Find your game day car at midwaymotors.com.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier 2-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today to learn more about what we have to offer. Visit hutchcc.edu/admissions for more information.
For over 100 years, the people around Reno County have sold their recyclable metals at Midwest Iron and Metal at the corner of Avenue G and Main in Hutch. Now, more than ever, recycling is critical to our world as we try to conserve valuable resources. The energy saved by recycling one aluminum can can equal the amount of energy it takes to run a TV set for 4 hours. So help the planet and help your pocketbook by recycling at Midwest Iron and Metal, open weekdays from 8 till 4:45 at Avenue G and Main in Hutchinson. Check out current prices at MidwestIronandMetal.com.
Don't be left out in the cold shivering when you can have a heater in your coat. That's right. You can install the Anceris Torch 2 universal coat heater into whatever coat you want to wear and stay warm with up to 4 hours of heat between charges. Turn the heat on and off or adjust the heat with the press of a button. What a great gift idea for just $79.95. Shopping Sunflower Electric Supply keeps more money circulating locally. So come see us today, Sunflower Electric Supply in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
And a little bit louder than normal tonight. We actually have a pep band in the house, and they would happen to be just directly behind us. So hopefully some fans will pour in, and it's always good to have a little bit of atmosphere. I have a feeling that the student section will show up for the guys' game tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I heard that the players today received 3 tickets apiece, so you know that they're asking in the locker room, hey, you got one, you got an extra one, you got an extra one. I got people who are going to come, and people who are going to come be loud. You know that this is an atmosphere that people are going to be ready to cheer.
All right, we'll keep you updated on other scores in our Buehler Dental Care scoreboard tonight. And we'll tell you about that coming up, and our starting lineups next. So our pregame continues on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
The game on HKFM. The HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups and tonight's opening tip are next. You're listening to Buehler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
At H&R Block, we're here all year, at tax time or anytime, to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for internet that slows you down. IdeaTech is here to bring your business internet freedom. Freedom from high prices, freedom from slow service, and freedom from bad customer support. If you're ready to do business with a local company that cares about you, give IdeaTech a call at 620-543-5000 or visit ideatech.com and contact us through the Hook Me Up button on the homepage. Your internet freedom awaits.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buehler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member-owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buehler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buehler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
And back here at the Roundhouse, we mentioned our Buehler Dental Care scoreboard. Buehler Dental Care. From regular teeth cleanings to advanced periodontal work, your hometown dentist providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch elsewhere around the league tonight. Just a couple of games being played. Augusta at Circle and El Dorado at Winfield. Wellington at Rosehill and Mulvane at Collegiate. Both postponed. One other game of the Ad Astra Sports Network tonight. Lions at McPherson. 94.7 KSKU. You can find out more information about that online at adastraradio.com. Good luck to our Buehler wrestlers. Ready for Sub-State coming up this weekend. Cooper McCloy at 152 and Sam Elliott at 160 will both be wrestling for a spot at state this weekend. And that'll be here Saturday in McPherson. On the girls' side, Emily Schweitzer will wrestle at 235 at Sub-State coming up Friday at Ellis. Our swimming team placed 5th in league this past weekend. The medley relay set a new school record with a time of 1:53.13. And the 200 free relay team qualified for states with a new school record finishing 5th. Our bowling teams will be involved in the invitational play coming up Saturday at the Alley in Wichita. And good luck to our freshman basketball team. It's freshman tournament time coming up later this week in Augusta. Quarterfinals played at Augusta Thursday. Semifinals and finals on Saturday. So a lot happening this time of year to kind of wrap up some sports, and just a week left in regular season basketball. By this time next week, we'll be looking ahead to Sub-State pairings. So
yeah, it's always a mad dash because the spring sports start up there in early March, and so a lot of the sports, they get wrapped up before we even get to March. So it's a busy, busy time of the year.
All right, let's meet tonight's HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups. Coming up with a yes, absolutely. Lost my train of thought. Located inside Heartland Credit Union. What was I talking about? I have no idea. At 23rd and Severance in Hutchinson. Call Monty Cross at 669-0177. Yeah, I was thinking about making sure I got these numbers right, and I totally forgot what I was doing.
That's all right.
We're back on track. Starting lineups for the third-ranked Lady Pups. 12-3 in the year, 6-0 in the league under 16th year head coach Chris Strathman. A 5'5" junior number 2, Lauren Labertu. 5'6" senior number 23, Cassidy Beam. A 5'9" junior number 12, Peyton Howard. A 5'6" senior number 24, Grace Pyle. And a 5'4" senior number 32, Emma Malm. Labertu, Beam, Howard, Pyle, and Malm for McPherson. Pups average 58 points a game. Lady Crusaders at 3-13, 2-4 in the league under first-year head coach Sierra Mitchell-Stetter. And they come in having lost 7 straight. They will start like this. A 5'4" senior, number 2, Emily Madison, averaging 4 points, 2 assists a game. 5'1" sophomore, number 5, Taryn Horning, averaging 4 points a game. A 5'10" senior, number 21, Lauren Specht, leads the team in scoring 6 points, 3 rebounds. A 5'9" senior, number 23, Mallory Hainan, averaging 5 points, 5 boards. And a 5'9" senior, number 33, Alex Hutton, averaging 2 points and 5 rebounds. Madison, Horning, Specht, Hainan, Hutton for the Crusaders. We are underway. Left to right, Buehler with the basketball on KWHK Hutchinson. Aaron West, Chris Shank, Carson Muller, courtside at the Roundhouse. Buehler will start off with the basketball to our right. Into Hainan, and the ball knocked loose. And a steal taken away inside. And McPherson the other way, an early steal. Special pink unis for the Pups tonight. Quick inside shot, missed with a right hand by Peyton Howard. Rebound Buehler.
So both teams open with an empty possession.
Pink uniforms, white trim, red lettering for McPherson. Here tonight as Taryn Horning gets tied up in a second steal. Layup this time good by Grace Pyle. And it's 2-0 McPherson. Buehler Road Blacks, maroon trim and maroon lettering. Madison to Horning at the midcourt stripe. Far side is Hutton. 2-0 McPherson. Alex dribbles through a double team. Off right wing to Madison for an open 3. Missed. Rebound tapped about taken by Hainan. Off to Specht. Ball knocked loose. And a third McPherson steal.
Yeah, Buehler had a good look inside, just couldn't quite get the shot off.
Here comes Emma Malm the other way. Off to Pyle. She dribbles it off a screen. Plays it right side. Long 3 by Beam on the way. Missed back iron. Beam had 21 points, 5 3-point field goals in that December meeting between these two.
Well, Buehler's doing a nice job so far dealing with the pressure.
Hit her the other way. Here is Horning out front with it. Off the dribble to the right side circle. Now goes back left. Plays it to Madison. Emily up top to Lauren Specht. 2-0 McPherson. 6:12 to play here in the opening period. Here is Hutton. Hutton working it left side lane line. Up top to Madison. Madison through traffic. Off to Horning. Right side circle. Taryn spins against Mac's man defense. Here is Specht working the right block. Off to Horning. Tries the 3. Right wing short. Rebound McPherson. I don't think there's anything wrong either with lengthening those possessions, shortening the game.
No, that is a great strategy for the Crusaders tonight.
Here is Mac the other way.
The more of a half-court game we have, the better it favors the Lady Crusaders.
Well, Grace Pyle drove through 4 defenders that time, and she's got 4 early points. Didn't start in the December game. 5:26 to play here in the first, and a 4th Buehler turnover. Crusaders had 27 in the first meeting as a whistle for traveling.
Yeah, it's the first turnover for Buehler, though, that was set up on the full court pressure. All the other turnovers have been down underneath.
Emma Malm will take the ball to our left for McPherson. They play it near side circle to Beam, guarded by Hutton. Off to Pyle. Pyle drives again, the floater in the lane, and Grace Pyle, 6 early points, 6-0 Pups.
She is so smooth with the basketball in her hands.
Buehler the other way. Horning pull up in the lane. Swish for Taryn Horning.
Taryn's done that so many times for us this year where she's had one of the first baskets of the game.
4:54 to play here in the opening period. 6-2, Mac by 4. Emma Malm's got it with the right hand, near side circle, guarded by Madison. Gives up to Labertu. Labertu in the lane to the bucket. Shot in and out, no good. Rebound taken by Emily Madison.
Well, Crusaders been doing a really nice job on the defensive glass here in this early moments.
Madison against Labertu with the timeline, and a reach-in foul on Lauren Labertu. That'll be her first, team foul number 1. Substitution here is Abby Utsi will check in the Buehler lineup, the 5'8" junior. Will replace Mallory Hainan. Abby Utsi averaging 3.5 points, 3 rebounds a game off the bench.
And Abby's has the ability to knock down threes. She's made threes the last couple games for Buehler.
Madison out front, back at a man. Here's Hutton, right side circle, plays through 2 defenders on the right block to Madison. Jumper missed. Rebound, Grace Pyle. Pyle headed to Pitt State next year. Of course, her brothers were fantastic basketball players.
Well, and Carson mentioned in the pregame, that's just one of those names. There's been Piles playing at McPherson since the dawn of time.
Here's Labertu, curls into the lane. Shot blocked by Lauren Specht. Gets her own rebound. Inside, shot up and good by Peyton Howard. So Lauren had the block, but back with a loose ball rebound, and the putback makes it 8-2. 6-point game. Here's Hutton. Dribbling through a double team, plays it inside to Utsi. Utsi off the window. Shot in and out, no good. Rebound, McPherson. Buehler's had some good looks inside, holding their own so far. Just got to get some of those shots to fall. Shot the other way by Mall, missed, gets her own rebound, kicks in the corner, and Cassidy Beam is lethal from the outside. And a timeout, Buehler. 11-2, it's a 9-point game. 3:20 to play here in the opening period. McPherson up, it's Crusader basketball. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM. And the Crusader
Vinyl floor covering, proudly sponsoring Buehler High School activities, Newfeld's Flooring in downtown Buehler.
Each and every day, Wifco Steel products are trusted to provide access and infrastructure for the expert.
From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, Allen Samuels, Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Hutch, online at allensamuelshutch.com. 15 straight wins in the series for McPherson. Going back to 2015 when Buehler beat Mac in the sub-state final that year. Here's a tie-up as junior guard Paige McDowell is checked into the ball game for the Crusaders. And she gets tied up in backcourt. That'll be a 5th Buehler turnover. So Utsi, Madison, McDowell, Specht, and Hutton on the floor for the Lady Crusaders. Alex has the job of shadowing Cassidy Beam all over the floor.
That's an unenviable task.
Here is Pyle up top for 3, missed, and a rebound inside by Lauren Specht, and a whistle and a foul call.
Yeah, Lauren's doing a nice job on the glass. She's got 2 boards and a block already.
That foul called on McPherson's Emma Mall will be her first, team foul number 2. Buehler play at the length of the floor against Buehler's McPherson's 2-2-1 press. Here is Madison, across the timeline, Hutton. Off to McDowell, inside, shot blocked. Contact to no call, rebound McPherson. Pyle, outlet to Beam, a layup good.
Yeah, they make you defend the full 90 feet of the floor. Beam just got behind the Buehler defenders, but we're doing a pretty decent job of working against the press.
13-2, 2:30 to play here in the opening period, and a pass up the floor to Lauren Specht off the mark. That'll be turnover number 6. As Kaylin Seeley will come in the Buehler lineup, replacing Alex Hutton, the 5'6" sophomore. Mallory Hanen returns, and Lauren Specht will go out. Crusader basketball brought to you by the Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, by the Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Wifco Steel Products, Erickson Custom Building, and HCU Investment, and Insurance Services. Beam will play it off to Ella Schmidt. 5'5" junior has now checked in the contest for McPherson. Now a steal. Mac's first turnover, takeaway. Madison ahead to Utsi. Abby in the lane, and a whistle and a foul called.
I like the strong take by Utsi along the baseline. She gets Mac's 3rd foul called right there. And I don't know about you, Carson, but we are doing a nice job of getting to the rim at the offensive end.
Yeah, for sure. Just a couple of missed opportunities, and those shots will be able to fall if we keep shooting them tonight.
Buehler to play it in off the left baseline. A 13 foul on McPherson. Seeley with a hard take, and the layup too strong. Buehler's had some decent looks inside. Just 2 points to show for it so far. Here's Beam for 3 in the left corner. Well, she can knock those down all night. 16-2.
Well, this MAC team just is loaded with shooters.
Now Seeley gets tied up against the pressure at midcourt. Tangled up with Grace Pyle. And a jump ball called. It'll be Crusader basketball as Lauren Labertu returns to the McPherson lineup. Madison across the timeline, tries to play it to Seeley, and a steal. Taken away by Ella Schmidt, layup at the other end missed, and Seeley commits the foul. It'll be 2 at the line for McPherson's Ella Schmidt.
Not a bad foul that time, because if Seeley hadn't have fouled Schmidt, Schmidt would have just laid it in for another lay-in.
So Ella Schmidt will have 2 coming at the stripe here. And the first free throw is good as Taryn Horning will return for Emily Madison. So in 2015, Buehler and Mac split the home-and-home regular season meetings. And then Buehler beat Mac in the sub-state final. Both free throws good for Ella Schmid. $1:34 to go in the quarter. It is 18-2. That was Taylor Robertson's freshman year at McPherson. Of course, we all know what she's gone on to do is she's rewriting the record books at Oklahoma.
Yeah, she's had such an impressive career.
Horning plays it in off the back of Labertu, gets it back, and then plays it off to Seeley in the right wing, and Caitlin called for a travel. Nifty little play there. Taryn just passed it off the back of Labertu to herself.
Yeah, if they take their eyes off you, it's a great heads-up move made by Taryn.
Caitlin Seeley will go out to Alexis Hutton back in. I think Horning's going to develop into a nice little player. She's got the instincts.
You can tell she's just a fighter. I mean, she plays tough defense and competitor.
There's a poke away. Great defensive play there by Alex Hutton here on the left side. Pokes it away from Schmid.
And I know her folks a little bit, and I know how competitive both of her parents were back in the day. So it'll be fun to see her continue to develop.
The inbounds play, shot inside, missed by Grace Pyle. Rebound Buehler. Here comes Horning the other way. Ahead to Utsi inside off the glass. No. Rebound Pyle ahead to Beam. Inside shot blocked by Hainan, but a whistle and a foul called. Cameron Pelzel, the 5A junior, will go to the free throw line. Boy, how much, I mean, they reload every year, but how much is Coach Strathman going to miss Beam and Pyle? My goodness.
Well, you've got two kids. I mean, one that's going to play KCAC level and another that's going to go play D2. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
Hainan with a foul, her first, team's second. Pelzel with the line, hits the first free throw. And they work so good together. Second free throw is good. Mac 4 of 4 at the stripe. And they lead it 20-2. Lead is 18. Hainan. And a pass deflected far side in front of the Mac bench. It'll be off McPherson.
And the crazy thing, if somebody was just tuning in, they'd sit there and go, oh man, Buehler's just getting annihilated by the press or whatnot. Buehler's doing a good job of breaking through on the press. And they're not playing bad defense, but just Mac has so much firepower.
Buehler's missed a few bunnies inside. 39 seconds to go in the quarter. Here is Hutton in the right corner. Three by Horning is long. Rebound McPherson. And that outlet pass ahead to Pyle. They're so good at running the floor. Pyle missed the shot inside. That'll be a second foul on Mallory Hainan.
So
got to get back on defense.
Yeah, they make you defend the full 90 feet, and you can't just have one player back trying to protect the rim. That's happened a couple times tonight, but Mallory being in some foul trouble, it'll be interesting to see how long Coach keeps her out.
Hainan will go out, replaced by Lauren Speck. Pyle misses the front end of two at the line with 26 seconds to go here in this first quarter. Second by Pyle is good.
That's one of the first mistakes Pyle's made this evening.
21-2, lead is 19, 24 seconds on the clock. And McDowell will get tripped up in backcourt. That'll be a whistle and a foul call on Ella Schmid. This is another team, too. We talked about Andale kind of being this way. They're so deep, they don't mind if they foul you.
Yep.
And they force another turnover on the inbound. That'll be the seventh on the Crusaders.
Because if somebody gets into foul trouble, it's just the next man up. They can plug and play somebody else in that there isn't really much talent drop-off.
Labertu, one of the juniors for this squad, that'll be back next year. It'll be interesting. I think next to Miege, this is the second best team in 4A. There's traffic inside. Labertu gets tied up and fouled. They're going to get specked with that.
Yep.
It will be on Lauren. That'll be her first. Miege, of course, always loaded for Bear. But some really cool Buehler ties to that Miege team. Of course, Robin Baker, her daughter's going through Miege. I think the youngest is now a senior.
Yeah, she had quite the career at Buehler and went on to play at Duke.
Labertu hits a pair, 23-2. And that'll get us to the end of the first. So just the one field goal by Taryn Horning in the first quarter. Mac spent a ton of time at the first at the free throw line, and they're up 23-2 after one. From the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, Crusader basketball. We're back in 60 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Strikes your home or business, shop local. Hi, this is Robin Swanson. My husband Ryan and I and our team at Phoenix Restoration are proud to be Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. When pipes break, fire strikes, or the unthinkable hits your home or business, call us. With over 10 years of experience, we know how to help you recover. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. Phoenix Restoration. We'll help you rise again after your disaster.
Did you know that it's estimated that the salt deposits under Kansas could supply the entire world's salt needs for the next 250,000 years? Cargill Salt of Hutch is proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
Parking lots and driveways can be expensive to install. This is Derek Fees. Let APAC Kansas Shears Division help you properly maintain these investments. Patching, crack filling, sealing, and striping are just some of the services we provide. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
That'll be back ball to start the second quarter here to our left. They're just 1 of 9 from the field in that opening 8-minute stretch. Mac went 7 of 14.
Yeah, 50% from the field, and then they've been white hot from the free throw line as well. That's a combination of rack up some serious points.
23-2, just the one field goal by Taryn Horning in the first quarter. Here's Labertu on top. And our Buehler Dental Care scoreboard, Nickerson early dominating Lions. As a shot inside is good by Peyton Howard. She's got 4, 25-8 at the end of one. Nickerson leading Lions. Now a steal.
10th turnover on Buehler.
And a 3 left corner missed by Grace Pyle. Rebound McPherson knocked loose. And a steal taken away by Lauren Specht. Crusaders will bring it the other way, down by 25-2, down by 23. And a whistle and a foul call on the right baseline.
And they're going to get, I believe that's Carter Alvord. Excuse me, Malm.
It'll be on Emma Malm. That'll be her first, making her second. Team's 5th. Buehler will play it in from the right baseline. Specht has it. And Hutton back into Specht. Shot blocked from behind by Pyle. And taken by the pops the other way. Labertu, left corner 3, missed. Rebound, putback, missed. Rebound Buehler. Putback attempt by Carter Alvord, just a freshman. Boy, they really like her talent. Inside Specht the other way, missed a shot, but a whistle and a foul called. And that'll put Lauren at the line. Foul inside on Peyton Howard. That'll be Howard's first and the 6th team foul on McPherson. So obviously we want our team to get there. We'd like to play Nickerson in the sub-state semifinals and beat them and get to the championship game. And I'm also interesting how that Nickerson-Mac matchup would work out too.
Yeah, I mean,
Lauren knocks down the first at the line.
Nickerson has some talent in McLean and Jones, but the thing that Mac just has is just the
depth. So much depth.
Yeah.
Lauren Specht, 71% on the year at the line, and knocks down 2. It is 25-4. Peter's first points of the second quarter. 6:17 left here. Good job by Lauren. Peter shooting 57% as a team on the year. Whistle and a pass deflected out of bounds. It'll stay with McPherson. Right here on the near side, they'll play it in to Emma Malm. Malm. Shot up top, missed. Rebound underneath by Labertu. Back to Malm. Off to Alvord. Up top with it, Pyle, and a 3 is good.
Grace Pyle continues to light up the scoring tonight. She's in double figures now.
Third three of the game now is steal. Labertu layup missed. And a whistle and a foul.
Malm getting her third board of the night right there, and it's going to be foul number 5 on the Crusaders. We'll see who gets whistled for it.
28-4. It'll be whistled against Alex Hutton, her first, team's 5th. Lauren Labertu, second trip to the line of the game where she's 2 of 2. And the first free throw is up and good. I mean, it's kind of pick your poison with Mac. I think to some extent you could say you've got to take away Beam and Pyle. You've got to take those two and make somebody else on this team beat you.
But the tough thing for Mac, they do such a good job getting to the rim. That's the thing that really just impresses me. I mean, any gal they put on the floor pretty much seems like can take it all the way to the rim.
Well, there's a foul they're not going to call as Malm. And now they're going to call an over and back. Yeah, they're going to talk about that. Emily Madison was fouled. I mean, right in front of us it happened. They're going to keep the ball with Buehler. I'm not sure the far side official called an over and back. I don't understand why.
Yeah.
Madison,
ball was tipped.
Madison had the ball knocked out of her hands, and she was fouled on the play. So it'll be Buehler ball. The freshman in the game now, Ava Combs, falls down with it. Made some contact with Emma Malm. Ball out of bounds, and it'll be Mac ball.
Yeah, well, Aaron, you know, you don't come to the Roundhouse and get much help. not that there's been anything egregious called so far this evening.
Here's Mac the other way. I know that UK State fans feel the same way about Allen Fieldhouse. That
yes,
some extra help that
there is.
That theoretically, allegedly goes on. Here is Malm inside. Hemi Stallman, the freshman in the game, shoots over Stallman. Shot missed. Rebound, Lauren Specht.
That's a good board by Specht. Showed some athleticism flying in there to clear the glass.
Hemi the other way with the left hand. Passes over, right side. Here's Lauren Specht out high. Specht, dribble drive to the right elbow. Off to Combs. And the ball knocked away, loose, saved by Madison. Hemi inside with a jump stop for 2.
Nice looking shot there along the baseline from the short corner for Amy Madison.
30-26, baseline for 2 the other way. Alvord missed, rebound contested inside, and Specht had it, but they say actually it's Hutton who steps out of bounds. Here come Yutzi, Hanen, Seeley, Horning all back into the game, and Marin Lackey in for the first time as well, the 5'5 juniors. So 5 and 5 out here for Coach Mitch. 4:16 to play in the half. It is 30-6 McPherson.
Yeah, with how liberally Mac subs, you got to try to keep your gals fresh.
3 up top missed by Cassidy Beam. Rebound Buehler. Horning will work it in. Taryn all the way. Picked up the foot. Called for the travel.
Well, Crusaders are getting to the rim, but just having had the shots fall, and you know, Mac just so good shooting the basketball.
Pups the other way. Into front court with it. Beam out high. Off to Pyle. Gives up to Alvord inside to Malm. Layup good.
Great dish that time. Malm was cutting right to the rack.
Talk about them getting to the rim so well. So much of that is just the great passing. 32-6 and a steal.
15th turnover on Buehler now.
There's Pyle out front with it.
Yeah, they don't make very many lazy passes, and Mac, I mean, they can flip the side of the floor really easily.
Left corner Beam missed. Layup on the rebound. Putback missed by Howard. Rebound underneath to Hanen of Buehler. You know, I don't think that Mac has tremendous size by any stretch.
But you talked about the passing. They are such a good passing team.
There's a steal. A pass in the lane. And that may be a weakness of theirs if they got into the postseason against a really good team with size. That could hurt them. Whistle and an offensive foul. Just call a turnover on Mack, traveling in the lane. And we'll go back the other way as Lauren Labertu returns. Because they don't have that one really good big defender inside. You mentioned Buehler has been able to get to the bucket some tonight.
Yeah, we have been able to, just haven't been able to capitalize on it.
Here's Horning off to Seeley. Kalen, right side, will shoot over the defender. Shot missed. Rebound in the lane, taken by Peyton Howard. 2:33 to go before halftime. Mack into front court. Off far side circle is Labertu. She'll dribble it to the left elbow. In the lane to Alvord. I think Alvord may be the next in the line of those great McPherson shooters. What a take by Pyle.
You can see why she's going Division II right there, Carson.
Yeah, for sure. Being able to just call out her defender and ISO nod to get the screen and then take it to the hole.
34-6 now. Contact inside, a blocking foul. Called on McPherson's Carter Alvord. That'll be the 17th foul. It should get Utsi to the line for 1-and-1.
And earlier tonight, I missed one of the fouls from McPherson. We're still kind of trying to figure out who that foul was called on.
Abby Utsi at the stripe looking for her first points. Knocks down the free throw. Utsi, 67% on the year.
Well, I think she's somebody that if she can continue to raise her free throw shooting percentage, that would be invaluable to Buehler next year.
Well, she's going to be a key cog next year, and what I would tell her in the offseason is just go get stronger.
Yes.
34-7.
Yeah, you can tell she's got some natural athleticism.
Up top, three missed by Ella Schmid. Rebound, Buehler. 34-7, 1:46 left. And a foul the other way. They don't mind. I talked about that. They do not mind fouling you.
No. Well, they've got so many bodies they can throw at you.
That'll be the second on Lauren Labertu. It's going to put Kaylin Seeley at the line. Kaylin 4 of 8 on the year, so she's not been there a ton. But we'll have one-on-one chance here. 8th team foul. First free throw by the sophomore is in and out, no good. Rebound, Grace Pyle.
And when you're playing a team as talented as McPherson, you've got to knock down the free throw. It's just the second miss tonight for Buehler.
And the other way, contact and a foul. Yeah, a lot of times Grace Pyle is this team's leading rebounder. She will not be playing at that 3 or 4 spot in college. I don't think she's big enough.
Yeah, especially at the MIAA level. And that's the 3rd foul on Mallory, so she's probably done for the half. And
Hanan out, specked in. First free throw good by Ella Schmid. 6th team foul on the Lady Crusaders. I don't. That 4-5 that there's bigger spots on the floor. She won't be able to do that in college. 36-7. Crusaders the other way. Seeley through traffic in the lane. Shot missed. There again, an example where they've gotten good looks close in at the basket. Fellas who just haven't been able to connect. The other way with the right hand, missed by Cassidy Beam. Rebound, Crusaders.
Nice board by Specht. She's leading the Lady Crusaders in boards tonight.
Here the other way, Utsi gives up to Horning. 3 left side is good for Taryn. She's got 5.
Leading the Lady Crusaders in scoring this evening as they crack double digits.
Lead is 26 now, 36-10. 48 seconds left here before halftime. Taryn Horning knocks down that 3. Pyle rips the cords on one on the other end.
Man, she's got a pretty looking shot.
39-10. 8:29 again. Ball poked away from the Lady Crusaders. 27 seconds to go in the half.
You guys talked about in the pregame, this McPherson team probably kind of teed off about that loss to Andover Central. They put up 46 points on Saturday down at Andover. They've already got 39 here in this first half.
And Labertu steals it away from Horning on the inbound. Labertu the other way. Missed the shot, but is fouled. That'll be the first on Taryn. It'll put Lauren Labertu who's got all 4 of her points in the first half at the free throw line. At the stripe, shooting 2. 8th team foul here on the Lady Crusaders. First free throw is on the way and good.
5 for 5 from the line for Labertu.
Yeah, I think a beam is a great get for a KCAC school like Tabor.
Yeah, Tabor's just a few years removed from winning the KCAC. Sterling's been one of the other juggernauts on the ladies' side.
41-10 with 2 free throws. Lady Warriors officially as a steal. Pyle with a takeaway against Seeley the other way, lays it up and in. 43-10. Sterling officially winning the KCAC regular season this year. And that'll get us to halftime. Lady Warriors will be back on the air coming up Friday, as it'll be senior day in the Gleason. Sterling takes on Friends at 1 and 3. Our Alden State Bank drive of the game Saturday at 12:45. On Crusader basketball tonight, brought to you in part by the Bruce Isaacson Agency, by Idea Tech, Apple Lane Animal Hospital, by Phoenix Restoration, and by the Buehler Booster Club. Mac leading by 33 at halftime, 43-10. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report next on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buehler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas, how banking should be.
Corey Bartholomew here. As an ISA certified arborist for Bark Tree Care, I can help you maintain healthy trees for a beautiful yard this year. Call 620-899-3337. Bark, your tree's first line of defense.
1947. It was the year the McKenzie Paint and Body Shop opened for business. That's over 70 years they've been serving the Mid-Kansas area with quality workmanship, excellent refinishing, paint, and restoration. McKenzie Paint and Body Shop specializes in foreign and domestic vehicles. Insurance claims are welcome and 24-hour towing and recovery service is available. At McKenzie Paint and Body Shop, they take the dents out of accidents. Just over the bridge at 45 Kansas Avenue in South Hutchinson.
School announcements for tomorrow. Buehler USD 313 will be opening 2 hours late except for Buehler Grade School and Union Valley Elementary School because of heating issues in those 2 buildings. Buehler Grade and Union Valley will be on remote learning Wednesday. No breakfast will be served. Buehler Grade and Union Valley students, though, will be able to sign up for lunch online. Links are available on the Buehler USD 313 Facebook page. Remote learners will be checking in at their usual scheduled times. Hybrid students at Buehler High will check in with their crew teacher between 10 and 10:10. And at Prairie Hills, hybrid students will be checking in with their TA teacher during champion time. At Plum Creek, there will be no morning pre-kindergarten. The afternoon pre-K is going as scheduled. Morning Shining Stars will begin at 9:30 Wednesday morning. Hutchinson USD 308 will be open for all students on Wednesday. K through 6 students will need to bring their charged electronic device, charger, and cabling with them. Fairfield USD 310 on virtual learning Wednesday, along with Burton USD 369 and Marion USD 408. 2 schools that we know of closed for tomorrow, Pretty Prairie USD 311 and Renwick USD 367. Both of those schools will remain closed tomorrow. Some of the virtual learning and closing announcements for tomorrow were partly based on recommendations of utility providers because of the still existing potential about power disruptions. One other weather-related cancellation, the Rice County Health Department vaccination clinic that was going to take place on Thursday at Celebration Center in Lyons, that has been called off because of weather-related delays in receiving the vaccines that they were going to be administering on Thursday. So pass that information along. No vaccination clinic in Rice County on Thursday. Our forecast for tonight is calling for a cloudy sky. We could see some light snow overnight, a low around 3 above. Flurries in the morning on Wednesday, cloudy, a high 18. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, a low 5. For Thursday, sunshine, a bit warmer, high 26. More news anytime at adastraradio.com. I'm Lucky Kid.
Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra Radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report.
Hi, this is Brett Henry, and for the past 75 years at Adams Brown Barron & Ball, we've served Kansas and America. To celebrate our 75th anniversary, we have rebranded to Adams Brown, Strategic Allies, and CPAs. For more information on our exciting changes, check out adamsbrowncpa.com and see why we are above and beyond.
It's a fresh new year and a great time to check out Next Tech Wireless for your business. Spend a little time with our business team and get a tailor-made wireless plan that connects just how you need it to. Sign on and we'll set you up with great technology and coverage that's supported by the best service at the best price. Let our business group earn your business. We'll show you why we're something different. Next Tech Wireless for Business. Kansans supporting Kansans. 785-621-5130.
Is it time for a fundraiser? As you consider the best way to raise dollars for your organization, think of Yoder Meats. Our snack stick fundraiser is easy to manage and low cost to get started. Yoder Meats snack sticks are shelf stable, come in 12 different delicious flavors, and provide a great return. Give us a call at 620-465-3807 or email snacksticks@yodermeatsks.com. Follow us on Facebook and Instagram for the latest information and updates on our weekend specials. Taste the old-fashioned flavor at Yoder Meats in Yoder and 3 locations in Wichita.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buehler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
Well, pretty cool. Lady Crusaders had their pink night, of course, last Friday in Jim Baker Fieldhouse. And the McPherson ladies having their pink night event here tonight to benefit women and children combating cancer, and able to honor a community member who has battled cancer here at Midcourt. I was here several years ago on their pink night when they did the same for Rachel Johnson. Of course, is Christy Torgerson's mom. That was a special night to get to be here with them. And so anytime you can recognize the important contributions of some of those community organizations and what they do for people, I think that kind of outweighs the basketball aspect of things. So
yeah, because you show up wanting to win in whatever sporting event it is, but you know, there's some battles, not to sound cliche, that are a lot more serious. And you know, definitely the battle with cancer is a unfortunately a very frequent one that many people have had to go through.
All right, and a check for nearly $3,000 to the WACCC. So
we beat McPherson in something, fellas.
Oh boy,
there we go.
Well, inside the numbers of the first half, brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at AdamsBrownCPA.com. McPherson got off to the 6-0 start before Buehler's first field goal, a jumper by Taryn Horning at the 4:54 mark in the first quarter. It was 23-2 after one. And Mack outscored Buehler 20-8 in the second quarter. They lead 43-10 here at halftime. Some other statistics. Free throws, Buehler 3 of 5 in the first half. McPherson 9 of 13. Make that 13 of 14, I'm sorry. Well, you talk about how good they are at getting to the rim. And that creates a lot of contact inside and puts them at the line a ton.
Well, I think it's just a McPherson trait, being so good at shooting free throws. You know, as a K-Stater, I always think about, and I don't know if you know this, Aaron, but the greatest free throw shooter of all time at K-State was a bullpup. You know who I'm talking about.
Still couldn't beat the greatest Jayhawk of all time, right?
Oh, Steve Henson. Steve Henson was just an incredible free throw shooter, and so, you know, it's something that I definitely think in order to pass your grade school classes, they have you go out and shoot free throws to see how good you are at them.
Yeah, and you talk about how fundamentally sound they are, and that all goes back to the program that Coach has just created for these Liddy Bullpups. I mean, you just come into the gym, you walk in, and you see Grace Pyle out here before any of her teammates, already working on free throws, already getting shots up, and then the rest of her team comes out and they're doing fundamental stuff. They're warming up, getting loose, and then hitting shots, starting close, backing up, and so that says a lot about this Bullpup.
All right, Buehler holding their own on the boards, 19-12 in the first half. Buehler 3 of 14 from the field. McPherson 13 of 31. See if ladies can come out and continue to get to the rim and get some of those shots to fall in the second half. Emily Madison with 2 points, Taryn Horning with 5, Lauren Specht with 2. For McPherson, Lauren Labbert 2 with 6, Cassidy Beam with 8, Ella Schmidt with 4, Peyton Howard with 4. Grace Pyle 14 in the first half, and she'll be headed out to Pitt State in the fall. And Cameron Pelzo with 4. Crusader basketball, we're live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth at Allen Samuels of Hutch. They're dedicated to finding you the make and model that best suits your lifestyle and budget. Online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. A little bit of extra time here at halftime because they did the Pink Night ceremonies tonight. It's something that's become really popular. Pink Night activities all around the state. And yeah, you mentioned we had a fantastic night, over $6,000 for the Cancer Council of Reno County. And just a shout out to them again. Their Reno Roundup is coming up here very soon. It's free to attend this year. Normally there's a fee to go to the dinner, the banquet, but all I have to do is sign up online and be a part of that night. It'll be a lot of fun.
Yeah, it's a great cause, and it's always incredible just to see the generosity and how much money they can raise, and knowing that it's helping out people right there in Reno County. And yeah, that's coming up Saturday. So. And I'm always a sucker. They have the golden ticket deal where you can buy a ticket, and then if you win, you can pick whatever prize you want. And I'm enough of a gambler. That's always fun. So one of the, maybe that I'm talking about the golden ticket and help promoting it, maybe that'll be what it takes to.
Is that like the chocolate bar in Willy Wonka?
Yes, yes.
Can you do the song and dance that goes along with it?
Not right now.
Right here in the Roundhouse tonight, ladies and gentlemen, it is a dance-off between Chris Shank and Carson Buehler. 1, 2, 3, go.
I concede.
All right. 43-10 here at the half. Second half coming up here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
This has been the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report. Find Prairie Bank of Kansas online at prairiebankks.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today to learn more about what we have to offer. Visit hutchcc.edu/admissions for more information.
The name Johnson Sheet Metal doesn't sound like a heating and air conditioning company, but our family at Johnson Sheet Metal became a Lennox dealer 99 years ago and are still servicing and installing heating and air conditioning systems in Hutchinson and Reno County. Through 4 generations, our specialty has been the Lennox brand, but we can service other brands just as well. We do metals too, but if you have a heating or air conditioning need, call Johnson Sheet Metal today at 620-662-0224.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for internet that slows you down. IdeaTech is here to bring your business internet freedom. Freedom from high prices, freedom from slow service, and freedom from bad customer support. If you're ready to do business with a local company that cares about you, give IdeaTech a call at 620-543-5000 or visit ideatech.com and contact us through the Hook Me Up button on the homepage. Your internet freedom awaits.
The veterinarians and staff at Appalachian Animal Hospital would like to wish the Buehler Crusader basketball teams a healthy and successful season. The same level of hard work, dedication, and commitment to excel on the court is what we do at Appalachian Animal Hospital. We continue to invest in new diagnostics and technology to make every effort to give you and your pet the best care possible. Go Crusaders!
You're listening to Buehler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
back here at the Roundhouse in McPherson. Last score we had Lions trailing Nickerson handily in the first half over on 94.7 KSKU. Our other games tonight canceled because of the weather, the extreme cold. It's been a little cold the last couple of days, and so some games not happening tonight because of that. We mentioned Sterling College basketball. They'll be on the road at Ottawa tomorrow, and they will have their final games senior night in the Gleason for a couple of area young ladies, including Kyla Conley, who's just been fantastic at Sterling, winning the KCAC this year. 1-3 on Friday against Friends. 12:45 for the pregame on HKFM. That's we talked about Beam going to Tabor and Pyle going to Pitt State. One of the things I enjoy is when these ladies do stay local and we get an opportunity to still follow their success. So
yeah, it makes it really nice for the fans to have their games within driving distance, and yeah, good to keep that hometown talent home.
You got to watch out for those tees. All right, Buehler with the ball to start the second half. To our left, Madison, Horning, Specht, Hainan, and Hutton. It'll be Labertu, Beam, Howard, Pyle, and Malm for McPherson. Madison out high with it. Mack in there, patented man. Here is Specht off in the corner to Horning. And Tarrant had a heel on the out-of-bounds line. And that'll be a 19th turnover in this game on the Lady Crusaders.
Yeah, you were talking about the statistics that the McPherson folks provided, and they were just a little different.
The second free throw missed.
Rebound by Specht.
Lauren off to Madison. Hamley across the timeline through traffic into the corner to Horning. Tarrant dribbles it, left side circle. Now inside, and the ball poked away, and a whistle and a foul called. That'll be on Grace Pyle, her first, team's first of the second half.
Well, I know we've talked so much about the MAC ladies that are going to play college basketball. You know, Buehler has 3 seniors going to play college sports, just none of them playing basketball. So we've got some athletes.
Here's Specht with a nice turnaround inside. Shot missed. Hutton fighting for the rebound. It's pulled away by Emma Malm. And Malm through traffic the other way and fouled by Alex Hutton.
It's Alex's second.
See that smile on Hutton's face? I do believe she would admit to you that she enjoys fouling you.
Nothing wrong with that at all.
Good.
They give you 5 for a reason.
Good hard-nosed defense. Love Alex. Gonna miss her. Here's a Beam inside the take and the miss, and a whistle and a foul call. That'll put Beam at the line. Yeah. So Alex going to play soccer at Fort Hays State next year. Emily Madison will be playing soccer for HCC in the fall, and free throw good. That foul, the second on Lauren Specht, as Beam knocks down the first, and then Lauren, of course, going to play golf at Dodge City Community College. She's checking her nose like maybe she got popped in the face there. Maybe a little. Checking for a nosebleed. We're going to have a 5-in, 5-out situation again here.
Might as well. I mean, this is one of those nights where, you know, Mac is in control of this game, so this is an opportunity for some of these other gals to get to show what they're made of on the varsity floor.
Now Beam knocks them both down. 49-10. Buehler still looking for their first points of the third. 4:32 left here. And Paige McDowell with it left side. Up top to Utsi. Utsi works it right side lane line. Off right corner. Lackey for 3. Missed. Short. Rebound Labertu.
Yeah, if Marin gets her feet set just a little bit sooner, I think she's going to get 1 or 2 tonight.
Yeah, Grace Pyle will swish a 3 the other way. Her second of the night makes it 52-10.
Yeah, the Lady Pups have a lot of firepower. This is one of those opportunities for the Lady Crusaders, though, down big to see who wants to keep playing ball.
Utsi for 3, short front iron, rebound McDowell inside, out to Combs, left elbow jumper not there. Utsi rebound, Ava tries the three up top, and it sticks.
So Ava Combs gets in the scorebook for the first time tonight.
Third three this season by the freshman, 52-13. Buehler's first points of the third. The other way inside, scored for Beam.
And she can move with the ball so well.
54-13.
Lackey's just got Beam all in her face.
Here's Combs in the left corner, and a whistle and a foul called. I think that's going to be on Cassidy Beam.
Yeah, they tried to trap Lackey along the baseline, or Combs along the baseline.
Substitution here, Ella Schmid in, and Lauren Lambertu out for McPherson. 3:12 to go in the third, 54-13. And Buehler to inbound. Combs has it, dribbling down the left side lane line. And contact, what do we got? Foul underneath, away from the ball?
No, Combs pushed off, trying to give herself a little bit of room for a shot.
They'll call the foul on Ava Combs. That'll be her first. And the second to make it fourth team foul here in the second half. Ball across the timeline the other way. Howard right side circle. Out front, three on the way. There's another one. This time it's Ella Schmid.
It's her first field goal of the night.
Sixth tray in the game for the Pups. 57-13.
Got a Buehler Dental Care scoreboard update. Nickerson now up 62-32 at the end of three.
Lackey feeds it into Utsi. Back to Marin, right side circle. Off to Stallman. Up top to Combs. Ava backs it out all the way near the timeline. And then into the body of Malm. No call this time. Ava, jumper right, elbow is good.
I like how she bangs, man.
Eva Malm's wondering where the whistle was on that one. 57-15. 5 in the corner for Ava Combs. Back the other way. Right corner three by Pyle, missed. Schmid underneath, rebound, knocked away, loose, picked up by Howard, shot inside, good.
Yeah, Howard is so good at boarding and putting it back up quick. That's at least the second or third time she scored in that manner this evening.
59-15, minute 46 to play here in the third. Here is McDowell with it, left side circle. And Pyle with another steal. And a layup good. She's pretty good, fellas.
Yes, she is. I'm thankful she's a senior.
For sure.
Wish her best of luck in her collegiate career.
Here is McDowell near side, and a whistle and a timeout. Timeout Buehler, 1:22 to go in the third, 61-15. McPherson up here on their home floor. And we are back in 60 seconds on HKFM of the Crusaders Sports Network.
Hutchreck's competitive baseball and fast pitch leagues is now open online at hutchreck.com through March 27th. Both Central Kansas Baseball and Central Kansas Fast Pitch Leagues include 8U to 14U age divisions and include 16 games, featuring a preseason tournament, league doubleheaders, and a new postseason tournament. For more information, visit hutchreck.com and follow the Hutchreck and Fun Valley Sports Complex Facebook pages.
The wait is over. Are you looking for fresh meats without all the added preservatives and chemicals? Jackson Meat has the answer. Shop locally with us for healthy homemade products. 100% satisfaction guaranteed. Jackson Meat, open Monday through Friday 8 to 6, Saturday 8 to 1.
Do you bleed maroon and white? Do you want to help the students of BHS in their extracurricular activities? The Buehler High Booster Club helps support hundreds of students each year. To join, stop by the Buehler Closet at any home game or email BuehlerBoosterClub@gmail.com.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Back here at the Roundhouse in McPherson. Our coverage brought to you by Cargill Salt, by Countryside Feed, by Rod's Tire and Service, by Yoder Meat, and Crable Tree Clearing. Here is Combs with it out high.
Carson has a Man White and Tanksley injury update.
Yeah, Lauren Speck just got taken to the locker room by Doc Lackey as Pyle gets the outlet in the bucket.
Well, Speck, after that last foul, she went out of the game, just kind of checking her nose or her facial area as Pyle scores again to make it 63-15. So hopefully Specty's okay. Now a steal. Take away by the Pups. I had to give Lauren some guff on Friday. Boy, what a take. With a right inside by Pyle, 65-15. She's always bringing Moeller food to the games. Here's another steal. Labertu inside.
Nice job by Combs standing tough. She doesn't get the charge.
Shot missed. Rebound. McDowell ahead to Yutzi. Off to Lackey. Up top, Combs. Ava Combs. Tied up by Labertu and a steal. Ahead to Pyle. She may slam this on. Let's go for the jam. Come on. Layup good. And that'll get us to the end of the third. 67-15. Mac in a rout. Looking for the season sweep of the Lady Crusaders. We're back in 60 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Allen Samuels in Hutch invites you to shop their pre-owned sale event happening now. It's a true sign and drive event with no money down and over 30 vehicles priced under $20,000. That's payments as low as $171 a month. Did I mention no money down? They even have vehicles priced under $5,000. See our ad in Saturday's Hutch Post. Only at Allen Samuels on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. Open all the time online at allensamuelshutch.com. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
At Dick's Phillips 66, our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Neufeld's Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buehler High School activities, Neufeld's Flooring in downtown Buehler.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Back here for the final 8. Horning, Madison, Seeley, Hutton, and Hainan. Specht is out of the locker room, back on the bench, but not in the game at this point. And Howard steals it away from Hainan. That'll be the 22nd turnover. Make it 28th turnover tonight on the Lady Crusaders.
We'll have running clock here for this fourth quarter.
Jumper by Malm, left side missed. Interesting to see. Not at all saying that they're not going to have some really talented pieces, but Pyle and Beam do so much of the heavy lifting for this McPherson team. Who takes over those scoring roles next year? There's a steal.
Well, I really have been impressed with Howard's ability to get to the rim. Labertu is hitting nails at the free throw line, but I know exactly what you're saying. I mean, when Pyle she has almost completely filled up our spotting chart with made baskets, and you don't see that every day.
Harper Smith, 5'6" junior, into the back lineup. Out goes Labertu. She's a whale of a defender.
She's had some brothers on the gridiron that been some key cogs for them.
Mac will play it in, up 67-15. They lead it by 52. Emily Horton, a 5'8" junior, is also in the game now. Off to Schmid. Into the hands to Smith. Inside miss. Rebound Madison.
That's Amy's third board of the night.
Madison the other way, right to left across the timeline. Near side circle Horning. In the corner to Hainan. And it'll play it to Madison for three. No, in and out, no good. Rebound Howard.
Well, a positive thing tonight, Hainan, of course, had those 3 fouls in the first half, and she hasn't picked up any since then.
Back the other way in their half court. Floater in the lane, off the window, missed by Smith. Rebound Hainan. Ahead to Madison, Amy Matt across the timeline. She'll take it to the bucket against Schmid. Layup missed. I'd like to see her finish a little bit stronger. Sometimes kind of fading away from the bucket instead of going to it. I think that'll really help her.
I agree.
That's just the coach in me. Here's Schmid up top for three. Missed back iron. Boy, a big collision in the lane for the rebound. And going to get McPherson over the back.
Yeah,
Alex Hutton took the brunt of that.
So now McKenna Siemens will check in for the first time tonight.
Freshman in. Kaylin Seeley out to that foul, the second on Carter Alvor. Buehler the other way, 4:52 left. Well, we talked a lot about just individuals with cancer the last few nights. Pass looking to Haney down low is deflected out of bounds. I think on Friday we talked about Wendy Neal's sister Stephanie, diagnosed with, I'm not sure that I can pronounce, some of those cancer names are hard.
Yeah.
But a version of carcinoma. Doing some testing to kind of determine some radiation and some things at this point. 3 missed left side by Madison. Rebound underneath to McPherson, but eventually I think they're wanting to remove her tonsils as a part of that. Talked to Wendy today, and there's a shot inside, missed. Rebound Buehler. Madison's got it. Emily off to the races the other way. Layup missed. Rebound out of bounds off of McPherson. It'll be Buehler ball baseline. There's a big part of anytime you have a big change in your life, there's those unknown things. I don't know about you, I do not deal well with the unknown.
Yeah.
If it's bad news, I'd at least like to know what the news is or the plan is. There's a shot missed at the free throw line by Hainan. Rebound McPherson. And so our best wishes and prayers go to Stephanie and her family as she battles through that. Whistle and a foul called. Up top, Hutton. She's got 3:14 left. Alex going to get her money's worth. Always playing hard. Third on Alex. 15 foul in the second half. Back to play it in. Well, 15, Buehler right now, that was their lowest total of the year. They scored just 15 against Andale back on February 5th. Here's a drive and a take with the left, missed by Schmid. Yeah, so who out of this group for McPherson next year is really going to step up? Pass up the floor, goes off the hands of Siemens and out of bounds. Utsi, Specht, Stallman, Madison, and McDowell. Not Madison, check that. Lackey coming back for the Crusaders, so good to see Lauren back in there.
Yeah, no, I mean, I feel like, Howard and Labertu and Schmid, I mean, those three really stand out.
So I'm channeling Lauren Specht. I could use some Doritos after the game. There's Mack with it. And their half court that weave out front they like to run. Inside. Now a kick out right baseline. Jumper missed. Rebound Specht inside. The shot missed by Pelzo.
So I haven't even paid attention to this, Aaron. What kind of Doritos?
Yeah, I'm not too picky.
Okay.
There's Madison off the wing for 3. Won't take the shot, plays it in the corner to Utsi. Utsi tied up, able to save the ball. Out to Specht on the wing. Lauren drives it to the free throw line, plays it right side Madison. Actually, that's Lackey. I'm sorry, Marin. Off to Utsi in the lane. Abby up with a right shot, missed. Nice rebound inside by Emily Horton, and McPherson pops the other way. Really, when it comes to food, I'm not terribly picky. If you make it and bring it to me, there's a pretty good chance that I'll eat it.
You're a pro at it.
I do not discriminate unless it's uncooked. And things like raw fish, I'm not such a huge fan of. There's Horton out high, near side. Knocked away from Smith.
Nice turnover forced there by Marin Lackey. Because I know the Lady Crusaders would like to get a bucket so they don't tie that season low.
45 seconds left, 67-15. Utsi right side circle off a screen. She'll drive into the lane. Up top, Lackey. Off to McDowell. McDowell drives inside. Bucket good, and a foul. Nice take by Page.
When you talk about what Mac's going to need next year, Paige has shown her ability to dribble, penetrate, and Buehler's going to need her big time next year.
Ella Schmidt with the foul. This free throw should end the game. McDowell, 8 of 19 at the stripe, 42% on the year. And knocks it down. 3 seconds left, and Mac will win it. 67-18 is the final. Here's a crazy stat. That and one by McDowell, the only points by either team in the fourth quarter.
Wow. Wow.
Isn't that weird?
That is a crazy stat. I wouldn't have caught it.
Hey, we won the fourth.
There you go.
All right, Mac wins it. 67-18, the final. Pups now 14-3 on the year. And 7-0 in the league. They'll be at Winfield on Friday. Lady Crusaders fall to 3 and 14-2 and 5. And they will travel to Augusta, who they beat back in January, 42-37. 67-18 the final. And we'll begin our postgame in 2 minutes on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Shirt Shack postgame show. Shirt Shack, where the shirt hits the fans. Coming up, the Whifco Steel Products Player of the Game. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
At Adams Brown, we go above and beyond to help our clients. Hi, this is Brett Henry. We love to show how our team can help your business. Stop by our Hutch location at 30th and Plum or check out adamsbrowncpa.com. Adams Brown, Strategic Allies and CPAs. Above and beyond.
As your community bank, Prairie Bank of Kansas is always looking for ways to make banking more convenient, like e-statements. Eliminate the need to file your monthly statements. Now you can be notified the moment your statement is available and easily access it online. Sign up for e-statements online at prairiebankks.com or visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buehler, Inman, or Hutchinson. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
When disaster strikes your home or business, call your hometown team. Call Phoenix Restoration. Hi, this is Robin Swanson. My husband Ryan and I and our team at Phoenix Restoration are proud to be Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. When the unthinkable hits your home or business, we are here to help. We'll put our 10+ years of experience to work to help you recover. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. Phoenix Restoration will help you rise again after your disaster.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buehler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
And we're back here in our post-game. Crusader Basketball tonight brought to you in part by the Sheila Metzger Agency, by Huntrek, Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, by Midway Motors, and by Edgar Family Dental. And our game recap tonight. Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at AdamsBrownCPA.com. Max scored the first 6 points in the game, led by 21 after 123-2. It was 43-10 at halftime, and then 67-15 at the end of the third. And just the 3 points there, the and one by Paige McDowell. That was it for either team in the fourth quarter. 67-18 the final. Mac gets it done at the free throw line. So good at getting to the rim. 16 of 18 at the stripe. Buehler goes 9 of 4. 29-26. Mac only out rebounds Buehler by 3. I thought Buehler did some nice things inside. They got to the rim and got some shot offs. Just didn't have a lot of success in getting the ball to go in the bucket.
Somebody might just look at that score and go, well, Buehler got blown out and didn't play that well. I mean, Buehler played. The thing that really impressed me tonight, even though we had quite a few turnovers, Buehler did such a better job of dealing with the pressure. You think about when we played him back before Christmas, you know, we struggled to get the ball across half court. Tonight, Buehler was able to get the ball across half court. And really, I mean, what we ran into tonight is just a MAC team that has a lot of shooters and a lot of people that can score.
Yeah, for sure. This team can shoot, but also a couple of bunny shots that they missed inside right at the layup. There's always things you can take away from this, and really a very, very well fought outing for these Lady Crusaders. They never quit, so that's always something that you can take away.
Yeah, Buehler right around 20% shooting tonight. McPherson up around 45%. And individual scoring for McPherson. Lauren Labbert, 2 with 6. Cassidy Beam with 15. Ella Schmidt with 7. Peyton Howard with 7. Grace Pyle with 28. Emma Malm with 2. And Cameron Pelzel with 2. Buehler led in scoring. Both Taryn Horning and Ava Combs with 5. Emily Madison had 2. Paige McDowell with 3. Lauren Speck with 2. And Abby Utsi with 1. As Coach Mitchell Stetter joins us now. Coach, we're just talking about maybe the final score doesn't reflect it, but I thought you competed better against this team than you did the first time around. You were able to get the ball inside some, just not a lot of luck getting it to go in the basket, and you held your own rebounding. So I felt like competition-wise played them tougher this time around.
Yes, can you tell what we're working on in practice? Getting the ball inside. Yeah, the girls came out. I think sometimes it's just a little nerve-wracking playing McPherson because they always have a good, tough, quality team. I told them they had voter fingers the first 4 plays. If we would have caught the ball, we would have scored because we had wide open underneath. So it's just getting those nerves out and being able to play a basketball game.
Yeah, absolutely. A chance you might see this team again down the line. We'll see how things play out in sub-state. Well, last 3 games, I guess, is that right, of the regular season?
Yep.
Almost got a full year under your belt now. I mean, it goes by fast. How you feeling about that?
I'm enjoying it still. So the girls are a great group of girls that I coach. It's crazy to me to think that the season is almost over with. I think my husband might be a little happy that now I can come home and actually help with dinner. So
you know, us dads, we don't make very good single parents.
Oh yeah. Well, he actually does a pretty decent job. He has dinner made every night. So props to him.
I am impressed too. I would have dinner every night. It's just somebody else would be making it.
Oh yes, yes.
Kind of how that works out. Well, Coach, looking forward to, I think, final 3 of the year are all games that you should be right in and have a chance to win.
Oh, yes. Every game we should be there to compete. So I'm excited to do the last 3.
Well, I'm glad you're still having fun. They say if it becomes a job, then, you know, that's never any fun.
Oh, yes.
So
Yes.
We have day jobs. Let's. All right, Coach. Thank you so much.
Have a good night.
We'll see you Friday. That is Coach Mitchell Stetter with us. Ladies fall tonight 67-18 the final, and Buehler will get Augusta second time around in Augusta coming up on Friday. Our play and the player of the game on the way next here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
More of the Shirt Shack postgame show coming up on HKFM. Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra Radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn, powered by Nextech Wireless.
Manufacturing facilities, warehouses, oil, fuel and water storage, grain elevators, product makers, rooftops, HVAC containment, refineries, garages, and more rely on the quality and integrity of WIFCO products. Go to WIFCOSP.com for more. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
Hi, I'm Dr. Dal Hunt with Buehler Dental Care. At Buehler Dental Care, we have great registered hygienists to help schedule your family for convenience. You will receive high-quality dental care and build a positive relationship with our experienced staff in a pleasant and reassuring atmosphere. We like to have some fun with you and get to know you while you spend time with us. So be sure to give us a call at 620-543-2768 or email us at drdalDDS@gmail.com. Buehler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, interior, exterior, or an insurance restoration project, Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. We stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and most importantly, with you, the customer. Erickson Custom Building, proud to support all high school activities. Call 620-585-2816 or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And back here at the Roundhouse, about 13 minutes away from the tip-off of our guys' game tonight between Buehler and Mac. See if they can break that 30-game streak going back to 1997. Is tonight the night? We'll say it could be. We'll certainly find out. All right, play and player of the game. As soon as I find my notes, Carson. What did I do with my notes? Here they are. Tonight's Dix Phillip 66 Phillip of the game. Phillip on the top tier gasoline, snacks, and more. Dix Phillip 66, family owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson, where every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillip 66. We'll take you back to the 48-second mark in the second quarter. The other way, UC gives up to Horning. 3 left side is good for Tarrant. She's got 5.
Leading Lady Crusaders in scoring this evening as they crack double digits.
Lead is 26 now, 36-10. And Tarrant Horning with that 3, part of her 5 points tonight. I do think as she grows, Simo, she's going to have to get a little stronger. But gets more confidence, she's going to be a national player for them.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we talked a lot about who people are losing. Teams are losing seniors, most of their scoring. And so her being able to get her legs under her this year with the senior leadership of really Emily Madison, we've seen her, that inbounds pass she had, the instinct she had. We've seen Emily do that. So a little bit of mentorship there, which Emily had from Haley Miller, really helped grow her game. And so the aggressiveness on defense from Taryn and the scorer, how aggressive she is toward the basket is really going to help her career and help this Crusaders team grab some wins next year.
Our player of the game tonight brought to you by Wifco Steel Products. From storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms, Wifco Steel Products, the expert in steel fabrication. Online at WIFCOSP.com is freshman Ava Combs. Ava with 5 points, all in the third quarter tonight. Another kid who's got some promise, who's I think going to need to step up for them next year. She's a little tough-nosed, which I like. Got to work on taking better care of the basketball, but definitely I see a lot of upside with her there too. So.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we mentioned we're here in the Roundhouse. There's just something about when you walk in and you see all the red everywhere, and it's not like a gym you're used to playing in. I mean, the backboard, there's not a wall behind it. It just goes on for a while, and so just her as a freshman getting her legs under her like we needed to see from Horning. She will be a scorer for the Crusaders next year. Her and McKenna Siemens are going to be those guards that they really look toward to find all of their offense and push through them.
Oh, this red, man. Christmas colors ought to be maroon and white, don't you
Amen.
think? So, ladies, still fall tonight, guys. Coming up, we're live tonight here on HKFM. Crusader basketball brought to you by Fee Insurance, by Jackson Meats, Dix Phillip 66. By Sunflower Electric Supply, and by H&R Block. Streaming tonight on the Ad Astra Radio app and on the Crusader Sports Network, powered by Nextech Wireless, because you're mobile and need to stay connected. Stay tuned. Crusader basketball continues after this on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Rise Up Reno and Andy Addis want to remind you that your contribution to our community is important.
So being a part of a community means making choices not just for yourself, but for your friends, your family, and the people all around you. The person that you are today is valuable. Don't let that be diminished by drugs or habits or things that diminish you, because we need all of you.
How will you rise up? Rise up, Reno.
Hey sports fans, all great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
When deciding who provides your goods and services, how do you choose? Best price? Best service? You like the people who work there? It's close to where you live? It has lots of parking? My guess, it's a combination of all the above. We hope that you'll consider the Hutchinson Medicine Shop when you need prescriptions and health-related items. We've been around for a while and expect to be serving this community that we love for many years to come. With 4 pharmacists and friendly and competent pharmacy technicians, we'll take good care of you. The Medicine Shop in Midtown Hutch.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buehler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
And back here at the Roundhouse in McPherson, Crusader Basketball brought to you by the Mid-Kansas Credit Union, by Newfelt's Flooring, by Hutchinson Community College, by First National Bank and by Man Wyatt and Tanksley. Third-ranked Crusaders coming in 11-4. 5-1 in the league. Three-way tie in the league standings between Augusta, Buehler, and Mac. And you got to figure that league title will be decided this week. Buehler gets Mac tonight. Augusta on Friday. They've been playing well in that 4-game win streak. All but one of those, they've scored 60 or more points. And so scoring is up, and that is a positive. I think they've been playing some really good defense, too. If they can put those two things together like they have in this streak, they should have a pretty good shot tonight.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like you think about the week of South and Heston. That was a rough week. The Crusaders didn't play well. We had two very good opponents that week. And then I really feel like this season really turned on a dime with that collegiate win. You know, we flat blew the doors off of collegiate, who is a very good ranked team in Class 3A. It was a great team win. Everybody contributed. And from that point forward, it just seems like Buehler has been in a good groove. You know, we've had some games, you know, the Andale game that was a little lower scoring, but Buehler's just showed a lot of composure and just a lot of steadiness in this 4-game win streak.
Yeah, and the only time we've seen the Buehler boys waver just a little bit is when they find that unfamiliarity. And so we look at that Andale game, you see a zone, and I'd like to say you see a little bit of a crowd, and so you have some players that get in their own heads just a little bit sometimes, causes their shots to be off, wants them to force it, and kind of makes them take it all on themselves. And so as stuff starts to open back up with people wearing masks and COVID protocols being put in place to keep you safe, we see tonight, Aaron talked about earlier, we're going to see a student section for the boys, and boy, howdy, have the students really came for both sides. They're about even here, which is amazing to see. And so there's going to be people yelling, giving each other a couple words. So we'll see how the Crusaders can handle all of this adversity. You know, some keys you talked about, that collegiate game really being a turning point, and I've kind of beat this drum a lot. Just some of the role guys. You know, I think getting Hawkinson back and healthy was huge. He does so much on the floor for this team.
When Tatum got hurt up there in the SIT, you know, it really changed the dynamic of the team. And, you know, we didn't know it for a while if he was going to be back this season. And so, you know, when he came back, that just gave our defense such a boost.
Absolutely. National anthem coming up here. We'll take our final timeout, get you set with the starting lineups and the tip next from McPherson on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Men tip-off in the second half of tonight's doubleheader. We're leading up to game time with the Midway Motors drive to the game. Stay tuned as Buehler Crusader basketball continues on HKFM.
Game day is a big deal in our house. We don't just go to watch and cheer, we live and breathe it. Our squad is full of passion, snacks, and spirit, and we needed a car that could do more than transport us. We needed to participate with us. Midway Motors helped us find the winning ride from pre-gaming to post-game celebrations and everything in between. Midway Motors, for every mile of life. Find your game day car at midwaymotors.com.
As your American Family Insurance agent in Hutchinson, I'm looking out for what matters to you, even when nothing's wrong. This is Sheila Metzger, agent at the Sheila Metzger Agency. Call me at 665-0400 and let's talk about your insurance needs today.
American Family Insurance.
Spring into a new season with Hutchrec Youth Sports. Registration is going on now through March 12th for spring volleyball and soccer leagues. Volleyball leagues are available for 1st through 6th graders, while soccer leagues are available for 3 to 10-year-olds. Games are played on Saturdays in April and May. Register for Hutchrec spring volleyball and soccer online at hutchrec.com or in person at Hutchrec downtown at 17 East 1st, now through March 12th.
Come visit us at Buehler Dental Care. Our friendly and experienced staff is here to help give you the best care around, and we like to have some fun and get to know you while you spend time with us. From regular fillings, cleanings, dental implants, or even if we have to, extractions, we can provide the treatments you need. We are always accepting new patients, so be sure to call us at 620-543-2768 to schedule your next appointment, or email online at drdowdds@gmail.com. Buehler Dental Care. providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, Mac ninth ranked in 4A, but not a typical Mac team, just 7-8, although they are 5-1 in the league under Coach Kinnaman. Lost 54-42 at Central on Saturday.
In the 60s since their win over us back before Christmas break, and so they are a team that they are going to want this to be a lower scoring affair. So if Buehler can get and be running the floor and get this to be a higher scoring game, I like her chances.
Yeah, and you look back at the season, this was our boys' first game coming off quarantine. Maybe one practice before this game, and they came out fairly hot. I mean, they stayed with Mac throughout most of the first quarter, were able to hit outside shots, and then your legs get tired, and not practicing for four or 5 weeks really takes a toll on your body, and they weren't able to keep pace stride for stride with the Bullpups, although they had that late burst of adrenaline and made a run. And Buehler McPherson, those two words together, always going to give you a great show.
You remember, was it about 2 minutes to go in the second quarter at home back in December? It was a tight game. Coach Kinnaman takes a timeout. I think they went on a 10-12-0 run, and Buehler was never able to get back in the game.
Yeah, that timeout was the turning point of that entire game. But Carson, you talked about it. I mean, I really think that if Buehler had been able to play a game or two before we played Mac the first time, it probably would have been a different, or at least a closer game.
Yeah, well, Mac, two guys we'll keep an eye on tonight, Madron and Alexander. Seth Madron, who's a really dynamic player, great scorer, loves to get to the rim, and then Alexander can really shoot from all over. Let's take a look at our HCU Investment and Insurance Services starting lineups located inside Heartland Credit Union at 23rd and Severance. Call Monty Cross at 669-0177. Mac ninth ranked, 7-8, 5-1 in the league under 26th year head coach Kurt Kinnaman. A 6-foot senior, number 5, Eli Pyle. He had 13 against the Crusaders in that December win. A 6-foot junior, number 11, Jaden Dukes. 6'1 junior, number 21, Seth Madron. He had 15 against the Crusaders earlier this year. A 5'9 senior, number 25, Jaden Alexander. He went out for 23 in that win. And a 6'4 junior, number 45, Darian Gibbs. It'll be Pyle, Dukes, Madron, Alexander, and Gibbs for the Pups. For the third-ranked Crusaders, 11-4, 5-1 in the league under sixth-year head coach Ryan Swanson, looking for career win number 75. At a guard, a 6-foot senior, number 1. He's a Mac native, Max Alexander, Mad Max. Went over 1,000 career points on Friday, 24 a game to go along with 3 assists. Another guard, a 6-foot senior, number 13. He's the glue guy, Taden Hawkinson, averaging 6 points and 3 rebounds. The third guard, sneaky score, 5'10 junior, number 14, Isaiah Hernandez, averaging 7 points and 3 assists. They need him to come up big tonight. At forward, a 6'2 senior, number 10, Reed Scott, 3 points, 4 rebounds, and a 6'4" sophomore, number 34, Jack Voth, at 14 points, 6 boards. It'll be Alexander, Scott, Hawkinson, Hernandez, and Voth for the Crusaders. We are underway. Left to right, Buehler ball, Crusader basketball on KWHK Hutchinson. Reed Scott, right baseline jumper missed. Rebound, McPherson. Back in their home whites, red trim, red lettering. Everything's red minus the bubblegum blue tennis shoes of Jaden Alexander. Here's Buehler in their maroon unis with a black trim, black lettering. Score it inside for Darian Gibbs, and it's 2-0 Mac.
Nice soft touch in the paint there by the junior.
He's not a guy we saw much of in that first meeting, so he's a big, strong fella in there. 7:18 to play in the first. And a foul on Jaden Alexander the other way.
Some cousin-on-cousin crime there.
That'll get Max to the line, where he shoots 85% on the year. First free throw in and out, no good. Well, Jaden got the better of this matchup. He had 23, Max with 20 in the first meeting. Max's second free throw is through and good, and it's 2-1. 1-point game, 7:16 to play in the first.
Sometimes the hardest shot to make is that first one, so good to see Max getting it started.
And Alexander trying to take a charge the other way. They're going to call a blocking foul on Max. That'll be his first. Team foul number 1. Jayden Alexander to play it in right of the basket. In the corner. They run Pyle up to three-point line. Long two-point jumper missed. Rebound Alexander.
Max with his first board of the night.
Here comes Max the other way off a screen set by Reed. Right side circle picked up by Jayden Alexander. I think of the cousins guarding each other here, huh?
Yep, Coach Kinnaman did not do that by chance.
Here's Isaiah up top, Mack in their man. Interested to watch Hernandez on Madron tonight too. Max pull up, baseline jumper missed. Rebound Eli Pyle. Pops the other way, up a point, 2-1, 6:31 to play here in the first. 30-game win streak in this series. Here's Madron. Gives up to Pyle for three, and it missed. Right side, rebound Alexander. Max the other way, into the lane, pass Madron, off the window for two.
What a slash by Max. Split a couple defenders, nice touch.
Buehler with its first lead, 3-2, 6:08 to go. Here in the game. Madron the other way, in traffic, off the window, missed. Rebound, Reed Scott.
Yeah, Madron just kind of plowed his way through a couple Buehler defenders. It'll be interesting to see how many charges the Crusaders can take tonight.
It's actually Jaden Dukes, I believe, who took that to the bucket. Here's Reed, left side, baseline jumper missed. Rebound, Dukes inside. Ahead to Alexander. Jayden Alexander, long three, right side. Banked it in.
That was way beyond the arc.
And Jack Vogt, a steal by Madron. First Buehler turnover, layup the other way. Good by Jaden Dukes. It's a 5-0 MAC run, and they lead by 4, 7-3. You gotta limit those turnovers. Here is Hernandez. Right corner to Hawkinson. Up top to Vogt, far side, Max Alexander. Max working around his cousin, pulls up for two, missed. Reed Scott fighting hard for the rebound.
What a play.
And what a play as he threw it off Darian Gibbs out of bounds.
Coach Kinnaman came clear down along the baseline trying to lobby for that call to go the other way, but what a heads-up play made by Reed Scott.
Substitutions here, Hunter Alford, 5'11" sophomore in for McPherson. Mason Miller, 6'3" sophomore, also in.
And you cannot miss Mr. Miller's mullet.
He's their version of
Eddie.
Matt Eddy. There's Hawkinson up high, driving into the lane. Plays it up near the timeline to Alexander. 7-3 Mac. 4:27 to go in the first. Max floater swish.
Well, from the early returns, you know Max has ginned up for this one, and he's shooting well this evening.
4:15 to play. 7-5, 2-point game. Mac the other way. Seth Madron, left side circle. Buehler in a man. Play it off to Alvord.
Great help
Dukes,
defense by Vogt.
Pass deflected in the lane. Saved up near the timeline by Seth Madron. Here's the Dukes. Hernandez with a steal. Taken away by the Super Junior. Jumper inside. Missed by Isaiah. Great steal the other way. Jayden Alexander pulls up for three. Oh, goodness.
The two cousins are really duking it out. That's the second tray of the night for Jayden.
Well, the problem is Mac has a 5-point lead. Isaiah with that great steal, but couldn't finish on that jumper. Hawkinson the other way in traffic, stripped inside. They call it out of bounds off McPherson. Trey Buckby, 6'3" junior. Adam Elliott, 6-foot junior in for McPherson. Braden Skripsik with a new do on the floor for the senior in for the Crusaders. Out goes Reed Scott. Here's Alexander inside and stolen away by his cousin. Jayden winning the battle right now Mack up 5 with the ball. Madron gives up to Elliott along the left baseline. Stolen away. Good defensive play there by Jack Voth.
Hawkinson comes up with the loose basketball, but set up by Voth's quick hands.
Jack's got it left side circle. He'll drive on Madron into the lane. Lays it off to Hawkinson. Hawkinson against Elliott. Boy, nice pass. Max Alexander. How is that off Max? Stripped inside. They're going to call it Mac ball.
Surprising. Because it looked like Max was on his way up and the ball just got knocked out. They must have said he just lost the handle.
Well, back the other way now. Madron has his pocket picked. Kind of slipped going to the baseline. And taken away by Max Alexander.
Turnover battle, 3 apiece for both squads.
Here's a jumper. Jack Voth, right baseline, missed. Boy, a lot of empty possessions earlier. And they're going to say Elliott with a rebound, but then stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, Jack had the mismatch. He has the size on Alexander, and so Max gave him the ball thinking he would go down, and he turns around, and Max trying to give him a little push, say, go to the bucket, use your size.
Isaiah Hernandez to play it in. 2:08 to
Great
go.
find.
Boy, nice find inside Voth. And a whistle and a foul call. That'll be, I think, on Darian Gibbs. Jack does not have the size advantage on Gibbs.
No.
Actually, call that on Hunter Alvord. That'll be his first, team's second. It'll be Jack Voth at the line, a 69% free throw shooter. Beater on the year, solid at 77%. Well, low scoring, 10-5 here, 5-point game in the first. Jack's free throw in and out, no good. And this is what Mac wants. They want to ugly the game up on the defensive end and shorten it to not let Buehler get on one of those big offensive runs. Substitutions here. Yeah, Voth 1 of 2. Hayden Keller, the junior guard in the game. Reed Scott returns. Jack Voth goes out. It's 10-6. 4-point game. 2:05 left here before the end of the first. And Jayton Alexander plays it at the foul line to Hunter Alvord. Work it to Alexander in the right corner. Well, he's a kid who's really gotten better. He was not a great scorer last year for them, but he has turned into one this year. Long 3 right side by Pyle. My goodness, Eli Pyle. A good 3 feet beyond the arc, and it's 13-6.
Yeah, if you're familiar with the floor at the Roundhouse, he was clear out on the Curse of Bullpups logo when he launched that.
Now a 7-point game and a whistle and a foul the other way. They've got to close out on those shooters. Hayden Hawkinson will return. Hayden Keller goes out. Foul the first on Mason Miller. Mason Mullet Miller committing the foul. His first, team's third. Here's Max floater, left side missed. Miller with a rebound. Ahead to Jayton Alexander. Got to get back. 13-6, 7-point game. Hunter Alvord up top with it. He'll drive in traffic with a right, missed. And a charge taken underneath by Braden Skripczyk.
Well, it's been a hallmark of the unselfish play of the Crusaders this year. So good at taking charges.
That'll be the 5th taken this season by Skripczyk. As Alexander Madron and Dukes return for McPherson.
That's the second foul on Alvord.
So it'll be Buehler ball. And a pass kicked by Trey Buckby.
Yeah, Buckby kind of the one-man press, just harassing the Buehler guards in the backcourt.
Don't forget him anytime soon from football
I know, that's
season.
what I was about to say. I remember him having that field day. All those little outs right along McPherson's sideline.
Jack Voth is returned for Braden Skripczyk. He'll play it into Hernandez. Isaiah at the timeline. 13-6 off to Voth. Jack through traffic to Hernandez. Isaiah, boy, there's a foul not called.
Yeah,
Buckby got right into the body of Isaiah Hernandez. Now they call Buckby for the foul on Alexander. Buckby's kind of over the back of Isaiah there. They didn't call it.
I mean, he completely dusted up Isaiah.
There's Max on a drive. Plays it off to Hawkinson. Hernandez back to Hawkinson. Tatum working with it. Up top to Isaiah. Hernandez to Tatum. Tatum through traffic. Tied up. Wrestles the ball back away. Inside Voth. A hard take. Layup missed. Gets his own rebound and a foul.
Good to see Voth just being relentless inside. He has yet to make a field goal tonight, but he's going to go to the line for the second time tonight, and they're going to need Jack to really attack the basket tonight.
That'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go in the first quarter. The foul on Jaden Dukes, his first. And Jack Voth's first free throw is up and good. Jaden Alexander and Darian Gibbs return for McPherson. Buckby and Miller go out. Tegan Tustin in for the first time, the senior tonight, replacing Max Alexander. So Max going to get a breather in the defensive end for the final 26 seconds here. Second free throw by the sophomore is good. 13-8. It is a 5-point game. 22 seconds left in the opening period. Seth Madron across the timeline with it. Picked up by Hernandez and Hawkinson.
2-3 zone here to close out the quarter. Actually, nope. Now they drop back to man.
Here is Alexander. They'll run him off the three-point line to Pyle. He's 5 feet out this time. Missed the shot. He's got some range. He was almost to Buehler's bench with that three. 13-8 after one. Mac leads by 5. They'll have the ball to start the second. We're back in 60 seconds on HKFM of the Crusader Sports Network.
Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buehler High School activities, Neufeld's Flooring in downtown Buehler.
From their beginnings in 1989, Wifco Steel Products has grown to be the premier supplier of storage tank hardware in the U.S. and Canada, and they're still growing. Apply today at wifcosp.com. Wifco Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication.
When disaster strikes your home or business, shop local. Hi, this is Robin Swanson. My husband Ryan and I and our team at Phoenix Restoration are proud to be Reno County's only locally owned fire and water restoration company. When pipes break, fire strikes, or the unthinkable hits your home or business, call us. With over 10 years of experience, we know how to help you recover. Check us out at phoenixrestorationandroofing.com. Phoenix Restoration, we'll help you rise again after your disaster.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, we're live tonight from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. Allen Samuels Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Back ball to start the second. Buehler just 2 field goals, both by Max Alexander in the first quarter. Mac much better, 5 of 9. Here is Jaden Dukes with it. Left side circle, guarded by Jack Voth. Madron at the free throw line drops it in. His first bucket tonight.
He has got some touch. Just a turnaround jumper from the free throw line.
15-8, lead back to 7. Peter's going to need more than 2 field goals here in the second quarter. Hernandez off to Alexander. Oh, Zay's taking maybe 1 shot tonight. Max inside, stripped.
Got hit in the head.
Got whacked by Gibbs. They won't call it the other way. Madron floater missed, in and out, no good. Boy, Gibbs back up with it, missed. And now it's got to be over the back. Yeah, strong dude. They don't call slow pace has gone exactly the way Mac would want it to. And there's a double dribble called on Jaden Dukes. Just really, I call it uglying up the game a little bit.
Yes.
But doing it intentionally.
Tough defense defending out on the perimeter as well. One thing that does open up some backdoor cuts.
There's Jack with it. And Alexander layup good. Nice find by Jack Voth. Max with his 3rd bucket. It's 15-10.
Max has all 3 of Buehler's field
now
goals.
A steal by Alexander, and he is fouled from behind.
That's part of the Kinnaman game plan tonight.
That is already the 17th foul on McPherson. 2nd on Dukes, so it'll be a 1-and-1 at the line for Max, who's 1 of 2 in the first quarter. He's got 7 points here in the first half. Free throw on the way is good. Lead is 4. 6:16 to go before halftime. Jaden Alexander, right side circle, trying to force it into Madron in the lane, and it's off his hands, out of bounds. Really in good position when he tried to catch that. Hawkinson the other way to Reed Scott. Back to Tatum. Tatum will drive into the lane. Off to Reed. Nice.
He's playing such tight defense. It opens up, some driving opportunities, but just a tough break there for Buehler.
Madron the other way to Jaden Alexander. He'll drive in the lane. Nice find to Gibbs. Layup good.
That's Gibbs' second bucket of the night, but a great assist by Madron.
17-11, 6-point game. Max Alexander the other way. Look at Coach Kinnaman over there ready to play defense. Floater in the lane, missed by Max. Fell down in traffic, all kinds of bodies in the lane. Long three, Jaden Alexander the other way is good. And a timeout. The Buehler's got to get some other guys involved in the offense. Back in 60 seconds, Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Just like Hutch has been synonymous with salt dating back to its discovery here in 1887, Cargill is synonymous with salt. Cargill Salt of Hutch, proud to support the schools of Reno County. Collaborate, create, succeed. Cargill Salt of Hutchinson.
This is Derek Fees with APAC Kansas Shears Division. You know we do big projects, but we also want you to know we can help you with parking lots, driveways, and other projects at your home or business. Asphalt or concrete, we're here to help. Call APAC today at 620-662-2112.
Take in the beauty of nature with new winter and spring classes at Dillon Nature Center. View our full lineup of youth, adult, and family nature classes by visiting hutchrec.com. Youth classes include Little Sprouts, basic outdoor skills and nature explorers, and family STEM outings. Adult classes include bird watching and other hiking adventure, plus DIY classes. Register now for our Dillon Nature Center classes online at hutchrec.com or in person at the Nature Center, located at 3002 East 30th Avenue.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Our coverage tonight brought to you in part by Midwest Metal, by Weight Band Insurance, by the Medicine Shop, by APAC Shears, and by Ray & Sons Roofing. Isaiah Hernandez will bring it up the floor. Buehler down by 9 now. After that latest Alexander three, inside Hawkinson, court to both. Jack's three, in and out, no good. Rebound Mason Miller and McPherson. Boy, they are ice cold.
We did get good ball movement that possession, so hopefully that's a sign of good things to come.
There's not been much of that. And like I said, they've got to get other guys. Isaiah Hernandez has only taken one shot in a quarter and a half. Jaden Alexander drives along the right side lane line, off to Pyle, up top. Seth Madron, he'll work his way to the bucket, score it, and a foul, and it's a double-digit lead.
Well, Madron is so good at slashing.
Reed Scott will pick up his second personal foul, 13th foul. Madron at the line, free throw missed. Rebound Jack Voth. 22-11. Lead is 11. Isaiah Hernandez left to right across the timeline. Reed Scott off in the corner to Max Alexander. Max, he'll pull up. Jumper good.
Max scoring the second field goal of the quarter for Buehler.
22-13. Jaden Alexander the other way. Kicks to Adam Elliott. Elliott will try the three from the right wing. Missed back iron. Isaiah Hernandez went after the rebound. It goes off the leg of Mason Miller, out of bounds. It'll be Buehler ball. As Braden Skripczyk returns, Scott will go out. Trey Buckby back in, replacing Adam Elliott for McPherson.
Well, you talk about it. I mean, one of the things McPherson's doing a real nice job defensively is having some of their players now sag off into the paint, help with boards.
There's Zay for three, missed back iron. Buckby in the lane with a rebound. Lewis struggled to put the ball in the basket. And Miller inside, shot missed, but a foul. It's going to be over the back. It'll put Mason Miller at the line for two, just a sophomore.
Looked like it was a clean swipe there by Tayden. Let's see, they do put the foul on Hawkinson.
First on Hawkinson. 14 foul here in the first half. 22-13, McPherson by 9. First free throw by Miller is good.
So Mason Miller gets in the scorebook for the first time tonight. But yeah, Mac has had incredibly balanced scoring this evening. They've already had 6 players score. Buehler just with 2 guys scoring so far tonight.
Only one guy with a get through a first half. Here's a drive by Jack. And a foul.
Yeah.
On, boy, Miller could say his hands were straight up and down all he wants, but they weren't.
They weren't. I mean, Jack got slapped kind of in the face.
That'll put both back at the line where he is 3 of 4 tonight. First free throw by Jack on the way missed.
But short, Buehler's going to need to be good from the free throw line tonight.
Darian Gibbs will return, replacing Miller. Second free throw, got it.
Nice looking stroke by Jack there.
10-point game, 24-14.
Well, here at the 3-minute mark in the second quarter, if you're Buehler, you just want to try to whittle this lead down, get it to single digits to go to the halftime locker room.
Here's Madron inside, ball poked away, and they're going to call a foul.
Tayden was trying to lobby for a travel as they'll get him with his second. So Scott and Hawkinson both with 2 apiece.
I think Madron may have done a little acting there. Jayden Alexander to play it in to Buckby, and he is called for a travel.
So maybe a little bit of a makeup call there.
10-point game, 2:51 left, 24-14 here in the second.
Really feel like this final 3 minutes, Carson, really important for Buehler to get something going offensively.
Yeah, for sure. They have to end this dry spell that they're having. Somebody else is going to have to score other than Max.
Hawkinson left side circle. Up top to Isaiah. Hernandez. And his pass. What? There's no way that can be McPherson ball. His pass was deflected off of Seth Madron. No way! No way! Absolutely not. That is a terrible call.
If you look at it from the physics side of it, the angle changed. There's no way it could have been off of Isaiah Hernandez.
That is the worst call I've ever seen.
And it was right in front of us.
You will rarely hear me complain about officiating. That is the worst call missed by all 3 of them that I have ever seen.
Remember what I was saying about certain places?
And then Madron inside. They're going to call the bucket and the blocking foul on Jack Volk.
Actually, or are they going to put it on Skripczyk? Yeah, it will be on Skripczyk, so it'll be his first.
The physics would tell you the trajectory of a basketball cannot change on its own. Madron converts on the 3-point play. 27-14. Well, you can't get caught up in complaining about this.
Nope, you got to put it away. Focus on trying to score here this possession.
Just channeling my inner Bob Davis there. Here's Hernandez. Jumper missed. Nice.
Tip out by Skripczyk.
Skripczyk. And he'll get rewarded with a layup inside of the feed from Max.
So just like you're talking about Carson, some of these other guys getting involved in the scoring right there.
27-16 lead is 11. Gibbs inside, plays it out to Buckby. Buckby wanted no part of that 3-point shot. Up top to Jayden Alexander. He'll drive, floater in the lane is good.
That was a good move by Alexander. He got the Buehler defender off kilter and was able to turn back the other way to drop the floater.
29-16. Hawkinson right side. He'll try the 3. Tayden short. Rebound Skripczyk. Put back no. Rebound Mack. Timeout McPherson. 1:21 left here in the half. 29-16. McPherson up. We're back in 30 seconds on HKFM of the Crusader Sports Network.
costly steaks from the store and not being satisfied? Impress your family with choice grade steaks from Jackson Meat. Aged to perfection and cut to your satisfaction. Taste the difference and turn steak night into your favorite night when you shop locally at Jackson Meat.
Do you bleed maroon and white? Do you want to help the students of BHS in their extracurricular activities? The Buehler High Booster Club helps support hundreds of students each year. To join, stop by the Buehler Closet at any home game or email BuehlerBoosterClub@gmail.com.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Our coverage tonight brought to you in part by the Rise Up Reno Prevention Network, by the Prairie Bank of Kansas, by Withco Steel Products, by Erickson Custom Building, and by HCU Investment and Insurance Services. Oh, by the way, there's a team waiting for us on Friday that is going to be very angry about the thumping we gave them earlier this year.
Yes.
Augusta's going to be looking for blood. On Friday on the road. Back ball, 1:06 to go in the half. Jaden Alexander has only got 11 points in the first half. Yeah, no big deal. Here's Gibbs inside, posted up over Skripczyk off the window, and it's good.
Yeah, McPherson's doing a really nice job offensively with their spacing, and it's really opening up some of those interior post passes.
Lead is 15, 31-16. Here's Max with it, off to Jack, left elbow jumper. Well, that didn't even draw iron. It is a tough shooting night. Well, the end of this half, kind of like the end of the first half went last time, where Mac was able to streak it out to that double-digit lead.
Now Max is going to get a second foul right before the halftime break. That's a tough break for Buehler.
17th foul, and it puts Madron at the line for 1-1.
It's 50-50 from the line tonight. Over the back there by Gibbs, no call.
Free throw missed by Madron. Rebound Buehler. 20 seconds left. Buehler will hold for the final shot. Hernandez has it up near the timeline. Here's Hayden Keller, far side circle. Up top to Zay, 2 seconds. Max will shoot a contested three, and he goes at the buzzer. Max Alexander with all but one of Buehler's field goals in the first half. Skripczyk had the only other bucket for the Crusaders. You know, considering that, kind of lucky to only be down 12 at this point, aren't they?
Yeah, no, Buehler did not have one of their better halves, and so it's kind of one of those that you got to go to the locker room, lick your wounds, and come back out the second half and be ready to play and try to answer some of the punches that McPherson's thrown our way.
All right, 31-19 at the half. Our coverage live from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth tonight. We're dedicated to finding you the make and model, the best suits your lifestyle and budget, online at AllenSamuelsHutch.com. Our Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report begins next on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
To exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM. Stay tuned for tonight's Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Prairie Bank of Kansas, serving Central Kansas since 1886.
Prairie Bank of Kansas is a local bank with local concerns. You'll find us in the heart of the community, helping wherever we're needed. We enjoy working with local schools to help promote activities like sports and extracurricular learning. We hope you support these valuable activities too. We'll be right here with you. Visit one of our locations in Stafford, Buehler, Inman, or Hutchinson, or check us out online at prairiebankks.com. Prairie Bank of Kansas. How banking should be.
For more than 90 years, Hutchinson Community College has been the premier two-year educational institution in Kansas, offering the highest quality education at an exceptional value. Schedule a personal campus tour today to learn more about what we have to offer. Visit hutchcc.edu/admissions for more information.
For over 100 years, the people around Reno County have sold their recyclable metals at Midwest Iron and Metal at the corner of Avenue G and Main in Hutch. Now, more than ever, recycling is critical critical to our world as we try to conserve valuable resources. The energy saved by recycling one aluminum can can equal the amount of energy it takes to run a TV set for 4 hours. So help the planet and help your pocketbook by recycling at Midwest Iron and Metal, open weekdays from 8 till 4:45 at Avenue G in Maine in Hutchinson. Check out current prices at MidwestIronandMetal.com.
School announcements for tomorrow. Buehler USD 313 will be opening 2 hours late except for Buehler Grade School and Union Valley Elementary School because of heating issues in those two buildings. Buehler Grade and Union Valley will be on remote learning Wednesday. No breakfast will be served. Buehler Grade and Union Valley students, though, will be able to sign up for lunch online. Links are available on the Buehler USD 313 Facebook page. Remote learners will be checking in at their usual scheduled times. Hybrid students at Buehler High will check in with their crew teacher between 10 and 10:10. And at Prairie Hills, hybrid students will be checking in with their TA teacher during champion time. At Plum Creek, there will be no morning pre-kindergarten. The afternoon pre-K is going as scheduled. Morning Shining Stars will begin at 9:30 Wednesday morning. Hutchinson USD 308 will be open for all students on Wednesday. K through 6 students will need to bring their charged electronic device, charger, and cabling with them. Fairfield USD 310 on virtual learning Wednesday, along with Burton USD 369 and Marion USD 408. Two schools that we know of closed for tomorrow, Pretty Prairie USD 311 and Renwick USD 367. Both of those schools will remain closed tomorrow. Some of the virtual learning and closing announcements for tomorrow were partly based on recommendations of utility providers because of the still existing potential about power disruptions. One other weather-related cancellation, the Rice County Health Department vaccination clinic that was going to take place on Thursday at Celebration Center in Lyons, that has been called off because of weather-related delays in receiving the vaccines that they were going to be administering on Thursday. So pass that information along. No vaccination clinic in Rice County on Thursday. Our forecast for tonight is calling for a cloudy sky. We could see some light snow overnight, a low around 3 above. Flurries in the morning on Wednesday, cloudy, a high 18. Wednesday night, partly cloudy, a low 5. For Thursday, sunshine, a bit warmer, high 26. More news anytime at adastraradio.com. I'm Lucky Kid.
Stream tonight's game live on your smartphone or tablet with the Ad Astra Radio app and on your smart speaker with TuneIn. Powered by Next Tech Wireless. You're listening to the Prairie Bank of Kansas Halftime Report.
Hi, this is Brett Henry, and for the past 75 years at Adams Brown Barron & Ball, we've served Kansas and America. To celebrate our 75th anniversary, we have rebranded to Adams Brown, Strategic Allies, and CPAs. For more information on our exciting changes, check out adamsbrowncpa.com and see why we are above and beyond.
Need a little morale pick-me-up in your office? Did you know updating your old fluorescent troffers with flat panel LEDs can boost employee morale and productivity? Sunflower Electric will come to your office, lay out a design, and provide a free estimate that can have big dividends. New flat panel LEDs give better lighting output using less wattage and lasting longer, which means savings for you. Call today at 620-662-0531 or stop by your local Sunflower Electric supply in Hutchinson, Great Bend, or Liberal.
Hi, this is Cliff Ray with Ray & Sons Roofing Company, and today I brought our 4-year-old grandson, Brogan. Brogan, did you know Ray & Sons Roofing is 80 years old this year? Do you know what that means?
No, Papa.
It means we have a lot of experience. Brogan, did you know we have been the best of the best every year? You know what that means?
What, Papa?
People trust us, and that's a very good thing. For a free inspection or estimate, go to rayandsons.com.
Roof the right way, the right way.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buehler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
All right, let's go inside the numbers of our first half, brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at Adams Brown CPA.com. Mac led early, 2-0. Buehler had a brief lead in this game at 3-2. That was their only lead tonight. Mac stretched it to 5 at the end of the first, led by as many as 15 in the second. And they're up 12 here at halftime, 31-29. 9 Mac turnovers, 6 on the Crusaders. Mac 3 of 5 at the foul line. Buehler 6 of 10. Mac Mack has out-rebounded Buehler by 4, 14-10. Mack 63%, 12 of 19 shooting, and boy, the big number, Christopher, just 6 of 21 Crusaders. Only 6 field goals, 5 of those by Max in the first half, and they really need some other guys get it going in the second half.
Yeah, you're not going to win a lot of games shooting 29% from the field. You know, the good news is Max shot 63% from the field. They're not going to stay that hot. They were almost 58% from behind the arc. They hopefully won't stay that hot from there as well. So it's one of those things Buehler's just got to, you know, clamp down the defense. And hopefully, you know, a big thing tonight, Jack has not had a field goal. And that really is one of the keys to victory for Buehler. Jack, you know, scoring. He's been the second leading scorer all season long for Buehler. And they really need him, some contribution from him. And, you know, if Taden and Isaiah can chip in a few buckets, that would really help things out offensively for Buehler.
11 from Jaden Alexander in the first half to lead the Pups. Eli Pyle with 3. Jaden Dukes with 2. Seth Madron with 7. Mason Miller with 2. And Darian Gibbs with 6. Max Alexander leads all scores for Buehler with 13. And Braden Skripsik with 2. And Jack both with 4. Here at halftime. Our coverage tonight brought to you by the Bruce Isaacson Agency, by Idea Tech, Appalachian Animal Hospital, by Phoenix Restoration, and by the Buehler Booster Club. 2-game road stretch continues Friday at Augusta, 5:30 for our Midway Motors Drive of the Game here on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network. Good luck to our wrestlers, Cooper McCloy, Sam Elliott, Emily Schweitzer at Sub-State this weekend. To our swimmers at State this weekend, and to our bowling team. They've got a big invite coming up in Wichita on Saturday. See if Buehler can chip away, get back in it in the second half. 31-19 on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
The Prairie Bank of Kansas halftime report. Find Prairie Bank of Kansas online at prairiebankks.com. You're listening to exclusive coverage of Crusader basketball on HKFM.
At H&R Block, we're here all year at tax time or anytime to help get answers for your tax questions. Stop by H&R Block in Hutch at 2nd and Washington, on the Square in Lyons, or in downtown Ellsworth today. Get your taxes won at H&R Block.
When you're running a business, you don't have time for internet that slows you down. IdeaTech is here to bring your business internet freedom. Freedom from high prices, freedom from slow service, and freedom from bad customer support. If you're ready to do business with a local company that cares about you, give IdeaTech a call at 620-543-5000 or visit ideatech.com and contact us through the Hook Me Up button on the homepage. Your internet freedom awaits.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, back here as we get ready for the start of the second half. Pyle, Dukes, Madron, Alexander, and Gibbs for McPherson. Alexander, Scott Hawkinson, Hernandez involved for Buehler. And Isaiah will play it in. It'll be Buehler ball right to left. Second half, Aaron West, Chris Shank, Carson Muller tonight with you from the Roundhouse in McPherson on KWHK Hutchinson and the Crusader Sports Network. Zay's got it up near the timeline. Nice feed.
There was some heat on that pass. He hit the deck hard there to get the board, and Buehler coming out with some energy here to open this third.
Max the other way, cut off on the baseline, stripped by Gibbs. And he'll save it out to Reed Scott up top, Hawkinson. Now back to Max. Boy, Gibbs a load inside, and there's a foul on Gibbs. He's busted him right in the chops.
Yeah, and the crazy thing is with how physical Gibbs has been inside, that's just his first foul of the night.
Madron's going to come out, replaced by Hunter Alvord. Once Gibbs is planted, that's like trying to move a truck.
Yeah, he's the biggest body for either squad by a long ways.
Here's Reed Scott with it left side. Reed will play it off to Taden Hawkinson. Hawkinson into the lane, feeds to Scott underneath. Out of the wing, Hernandez, far side both. Jack will drive.
Hand check City on both, but no call.
To Hawkinson again. Taden slips around defenders. And DeVoth gets around his guy and fouled from behind. That'll be Jack Voth back at the free throw line.
4th trip tonight for Jack, so even though he hasn't knocked down a field goal, he's done a nice job of going at the rim and getting some of these MAC guys in foul trouble. That's Gibbs' 2nd, so Darian Gibbs with 2 quick fouls here in this 3rd quarter.
And Jack missing the front end. He was 4 of 6 in the first half. Adam Elliott and Seth Madron returning. Dukes and Pyle go out. One more for the sophomore, Jack Voth at the line. And it's up and good. Skeeter right now is outscored MAC 3-0 here to start the quarter.
Got it back to single digits.
Down to 9, 31-22, 6:19 to go in the 3rd. Madron's got it off to Elliott in the left corner. Madron out high, guarded by Reed Scott. Up to Jayden Alexander at the timeline. Off to Adam Elliott, and they call the double dribble on Elliott.
Nice job by Jack Voth applying the defensive pressure. That's the 2nd turnover on MAC this half.
I only wish I could grow a beard like Adam Elliott.
He has a very, very distinctive beard.
Here's Isaiah Hernandez with it in front court. 5:52 to go in our 3rd quarter. Hawkinson left side circle. Taden from the elbow. Boy, everything in the lane contested. They're really good at plugging the hole. Max for 3, swish! What a big hit for Max up top.
Coach Kinnaman has seen enough. He wants a timeout.
31-25, a 3 from Max gets it to a 6-point game. 5:32 to play here in the 3rd. And we're back in 60 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Bonus Cash Rebates gets you a new 2020 Jeep Renegade for under $320 a month. It's a true sign and drive event only at Allen Samuels in Hutch, located on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. Open all the time online at allensamuelshutch.com. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
Mid-Kansas Credit Union, serving Central Kansas from their locations in Moundridge and Buehler. Take control of your accounts and sign up for online banking at mkcu.com with features like remote capture deposit and online bill pay. Member owned and proudly supporting Crusader arts, athletics, and academics. Mid-Kansas Credit Union at 200 West 2nd in Buehler and in Moundridge. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, Mac's largest lead came late in the 2nd quarter at 15. Since then, Buehler on an 8-0 run. Lead down to 6. Here's Madron inside. Missed it. Gets his own rebound. He won't miss the 2nd attempt. And Madron, Mac's first bucket of the 2nd half, 33-25.
Well, you knew they were going to involve Madron coming out of that timeout. He's been their main go-to slasher this evening.
That ends Buehler's 8-0 run, and now Buehler throws it away. Hawkinson, nobody in the corner to find that pass.
We were talking about Taden's pitching ability. There was some smoke on that pass there. Just nobody there to catch it.
He's got the old man juice. Love to watch him play. Now a foul on the Mac into the floor. It's going to be an offensive foul on the Pups.
Go on Gibbs for throwing his shoulder into Alexander as he was trying to tail Seth Madron.
That'll be 3 all in the 3rd quarter on Darian Gibbs.
Well, if he can come out, that will really open up the lane for Buehler. He is completely sagging off Reed Scott defensively.
Here's Max on a drive. Tangled up in the lane. And they'll call him for traveling.
Yeah, I think Max stepped on one of the players' foot and threw off his balance.
Mason Miller in, and Gibbs with those 3 fouls will go out.
I don't know if we'll see Gibbs here the rest of the third quarter, so let's see if that opens up.
2 more fouls to give.
Yeah. We'll see if it opens up the slash game for Buehler.
Back in their half court, up by 8. Jayden Alexander got past 3 defenders. Nobody guarding the rim that time. And it's back to a 10-point game. Well, Coach Kinnaman is the master of calling timeouts, isn't he?
He gets something out of his guys each and every single time he calls one.
Peter down 10 again. They'd cut it to 6. Here's Max with it. Pull up at the foul line. Swish.
Well, has Max missed a field goal attempt this half, Carson?
Have no clue.
Single-handedly keeping his team in the game. Jayden Alexander the other way, off to Adam Elliott for 3. Missed, back iron, rebound. Miller wrestles it away, then lost it. Reed Scott stole it.
Third turnover on the Pups this half.
Max the other way, gets around Miller, pulls up at the elbow, and he is on fire.
He does not want to have that next family gathering.
35-29, lead back down to 6.
Have his cousin have the best of him.
Seth Madron the other way, and Max going to be called for the blocking foul. Max got to be careful now. That's going to be his 3rd.
He's the first Crusader to the 3-foul mark.
Eli Pyle returns for McPherson, and Adam Elliott goes out. Hayden Keller in for Buehler, replacing Isaiah Hernandez. Back to play it in. 3:06 to go here in the third quarter. 35-29. Madron's got it out high. Off a screen inside. Feeds to Pyle. He can stroke it. Missed the 3 long. Rebound Alexander. Max through traffic the other way. Pulls up for a 3. Yes! Buckets! It's a 3-point game!
He wants to play ball, and the Crusaders all of a sudden are back within a shot.
2:40 to go here.
And Carson, your students from McPherson are eerily quiet.
7-0.
Well, there's a little bit of a conversation going on between them.
7-0 Buehler run. Jayden Alexander the other way, up top to Madron. Buehler within 3. Here's Pyle, long 2, and he buries it.
That's Pyle's first basket of the second half. I was going to say, I think I could see Coach Kinnaman's frown underneath his mask. He's not happy at this point, fellers.
That's more than a frown. Max, long 3, missed, back iron.
He is human.
Rebound, both.
There you go.
Yes!
Count it.
And a foul.
Jack gets to the rim and scores and gets fouled, and right back at it.
Jaden Dukes in.
And that's a big foul.
Alvord will go out. That is,
Mason Miller with his 3rd, so both of the rim protectors for Mac, both now with 3 fouls apiece.
Jack's first field goal tonight. He's 5 of 8 at the free throw line. Free throw in and out, no good. 37-34, 3-point game. Buck 54 to play here in the 3rd. Here's Madron on a drive. And they're going to call a foul on the floor.
Luckily, that's just Voth's first.
On Jack Voth. Here comes Skripczyk in and Reed Scott out. Zay Hernandez has returned. Hawkinson out right now for the Crusaders. We're down by 3. Back to play it in. Up high to Seth Madron. And an offensive foul.
Oh, and Coach Kinnaman just chucked his play card clear up into the stands. He is not a happy camper.
Here comes Darian Gibbs in, and Mason Miller out with his 4th. And Mason Miller's getting an earful right now.
And when the manager brings Coach Kinnaman his card back.
Hernandez met by Dukes at the timeline. Skripczyk lost the ball on the pass. He wasn't looking for it. They play it ahead to Madron. Layup good.
Luckily, both didn't foul Madron. Madron's so good at getting to the rim. Just like that.
34.
Mac back out 5. But it's definitely been a heated quarter, hasn't it, Carson?
Yeah, for sure. Crusaders offense really firing right now. Need to capitalize on this possession.
Max Skripczyk turned it over again. Out of bounds off Buehler. That is 2 straight hot passes that Braden has not been able to hold on to. He won't get his hair cut again after that.
Yeah, and that was one of those that he didn't even look. He saw that Reed Scott was coming back in, and he just checked himself out because frustrated with himself.
Good kid. Tough play.
Yep, he'll come back.
59 seconds left in the quarter, 39-34. And Jayden Alexander will try the long 3.
4th tray of the night for Alexander.
Lead to 8. Boy, those turnovers hurt, don't they?
Yeah, those empty possessions. Mack making his pay.
Oh, come on.
And Gibbs just got number 4. That's big, fellas.
A blocking foul on Gibbs. And I mean, it's not like he's trying to hide it.
No. Well, I tell you, it's going to be big. Once Miller or Gibbs fouls out for good, especially Gibbs. Gibbs has done such a good job of protecting the rim for Mack.
Here's Sam Becker, a 6'3" sophomore for the first time tonight. Hawkinson in and Keller out for Buehler.
I tell you, our offensive run really correlates when Gibbs is off the floor, so let's see if Buehler can make him pay here down these last 30 seconds.
8-point game again, 42-34. Here's Max with it, and they stole it away. Dadgum, 3 straight possessions with a turnover.
Oh, snap. And Max Alexander just got his 4th foul. Now Tushton will check in to close out the quarter for Max.
Well, I tell you what, had all the momentum in the world, 3 straight turnovers, and now it's gone. Mack can hold for the final shot here, and they'll have the ball to start the 4th. 42-34, Madron with it. Off to Alexander, missed the 3. He might have been fouled, no call now.
Yeah, they do, they get Dukes.
I thought Alexander might have been fouled on the shot. They'll get Dukes on a reach-in foul on both on the rebound.
Well, I think what you witnessed, Aaron, was Jayden Alexander.
Bonus.
And they're going to put the foul on Pyle. Wow, he wasn't anywhere near it.
Jack Voth has been at the free throw line a lot in this game. That is his 10th 6-point game. Well, Max is going to have to play 8 minutes and not pick up that 5th foul. Jack both good at the line. Here is Grant Ricker, sophomore in. Reed Scott out, 42-36. Lead is 6, 4 seconds to go. Well, you got to protect against a long pass. Watch Madron. Here comes Madron. 3 seconds, 1 second. Gets off a 3. It missed. And that'll get us to the end of the 3rd. Buehler within 6. Can they get a control of it in the 4th? Well, we'll find out. Coming up, live from the Allen Samuels broadcast booth, Crusader basketball on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Our family has kept motorists on the road for nearly 60 years. Hi, this is Janet Dick, inviting you to stop by our locally owned station at 1215 East 4th in Hutch. Dick's offers top-tier gasoline, grab-and-go food options, and friendly service. Wherever you're headed, every journey begins with a stop at Dick's Phillips 66, 4th and Stevens in Hutch.
Neufeld's Flooring, your experts in design and installation of carpet, tile, wood, and vinyl floor covering. Proudly sponsoring Buehler High School activities, Neufeld's Flooring in downtown Buehler.
The veterinarians and staff at Abilene Animal Hospital would like to wish the Buehler Crusader basketball teams a healthy and successful season. The same level of hard work, dedication, and commitment to excel on the court is what we do at Abilene Animal Hospital. We continue to invest in new diagnostics and technology to make every effort to give you and your pet the best care possible. Go Crusaders!
You're listening to Buehler Crusader basketball on HKFM.
Well, Buehler outscores Mack 17-11 in the 3rd. They were 6 of 7. You knew they had to heat up at some point.
Buehler's too good to shoot in the 20s from the field.
It's a 6-point game as Mack will start the 4th with the ball to our right. Jayden Alexander off to Eli Pyle, up top to Seth Madron. Back to Pyle. Back to Alexander. Both Scott, Hernandez, Tustin, and Hawkinson on the floor right now for the Crusaders. Alexander still out with those 4 fouls. A near steal. Duke saves it. Floater baseline missed. Rebound tapped about and still loose. Out of bounds. They're going to call it Buehler ball.
Last touch by Jaden Dukes.
And now Max will come back in.
Coach Swanson just getting him an extended little third quarter break there.
He cannot pick up his 5th foul.
No. If Max goes out, it gets a lot more difficult for the Crusaders.
Here's Zay on a drive, draws contact and a foul.
So Jaden Dukes just picked up his 3rd. So the foul situation, 3rd on Dukes.
And Tustin back in, Alexander out, Hernandez at the line. He has not scored tonight.
Well, what this says is Coach Swanson has a ton of faith that Isaiah is going to knock down these free throws.
Isaiah 80% on the year, free throw good.
Money. And hopefully that is just what the doctor ordered to get Isaiah's shooting prowess activated tonight.
He is a good shooter. We've seen it. He hit those 5 threes Friday against Circle, and he drops in 2 here to make it 42-38. Buehler's only lead in this game was at 3-2 very early. 4-point game here, 7 minutes to play. Back with the ball. Alexander. Boy, what a find. What a pass by Jaden Alexander to Sam Becker. 44-38. Lead back to 6 and a timeout for Buehler. 6:43 to play here in the Roundhouse. Coach Swanson wants a timeout. 44-38. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
The house?
A swimming pool?
Are your lights flickering?
Call Schmidt Electric.
That's Schmidt Electric. 620-960-6755. Schmidt Electric will take care of all your electrical needs.
Got Spock?
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Our coverage tonight brought to you by Cargill Salt, by Countryside Feed, Ron Siren Service, by Yoder Meats, and by Crable Tree Clearing. Join us Friday in Augusta, the Crusaders and the Orioles. Buehler swept Augusta back in early January in the Fieldhouse. We'll be out at 5:30 with our Midway Motors drive to the game. Max Alexander fouled by Jaden Alexander.
They're going to call a kick. Wow. There was more than a kick there. Kick in the shin.
Buehler will have the ball in front court. It has been physical tonight.
Well,
Mac has not tried to hide that.
No. Well, you know, there's no love lost. And like you said earlier, Carson, Buehler Mac, enough said, you know, it's going to be, no matter what it's in, the two schools are going to compete their guts out.
Here's Zay on a drive. He'll feed it up top to Jack. Jack drives. Off to Max. Max, pull up in the lane. Got it.
Max continues to fill up the offensive stat sheet, and just like that, the Crusaders are back within 4.
44-40, 6:09 to go. McPherson the other way, Madrid. Madrid on a drive.
They got Max manned up on Elliott. Elliott has yet to score tonight.
Well, you're going to have two guys you have to contain here, right? Madrid and Alexander. Now a steal by Hawkinson. And Taden ahead to Isaiah.
Whoa, Isaiah just got hit in the face.
No call.
Madrid just hit him literally in the face. Wow.
I'm sorry I didn't see that.
He grabbed him, hit him in the face.
Zay for 3, right side, in and out, no good. Rebound, Reed Scott. Out to Max. He'll try a 3, missed. Rebound, Jack both. Loose on the deck, taken by Jaden Alexander, and a timeout by McPherson. 5:18 to go. 44-40, Mac by 4. They'll have the ball when we come back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Sports fans, all great teams include a great defensive strategy. That's what insurance is all about. Strategy to defend you, your family, and your possessions. This is Jordan Fee. I'm proud to help our clients plan their strategy of protection through the broad range of services we offer at Fee Insurance Group. Call to find out how we can protect your health, life, property, business, and even your retirement savings. Since 1883, we've been here to stand between you and risk.
Visit feeinsurancegroup.com, your local trusted choice agent.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
Well, Isaiah's three, that was halfway down, and it came back out. Jack Voth initially had the rebound, but then wrestled away by Jayden Alexander. And so Mack, up four, has it back. Alexander guarded by Hernandez. Off to Madron. Madron drives, kicks to Pyle. Pyle up top. Boy, Jayden Alexander was coming right at me. Thought he was going to end up in my lap. Holy buckets. Here's Pyle to Elliott. Off to Alexander in traffic.
Yes.
And they call a charge.
Yes. Hallelujah. Hallelujah.
You know, Max is the one that ended up on the deck, but I think Alexander, Max was like it was like a domino effect. He was like the third guy in line, and he's the one that ended up falling down.
He got ran over there. I mean, if I'm Coach Swanson, I'm telling Max on the defensive end, just get away.
Yeah, that is the second on Jayden Alexander.
19.
Yeah. Peter down four. Here's Isaiah Hernandez with it right side. And plays it in to Alexander inside. Shot missed. Rebound tapped about, taken by Elliott. Boy, they can't get that one big bucket right now.
Yeah, we've been stuck at this 44-40 mark for quite some time.
And McPherson the other way. 4:10 to play. Both now guarded by Madrid. Yeah, Coach Swanson trying to hide Max defensively, putting him on Elliott. And foul on the floor. Will go against Jack Voth.
Jack Voth kind of goes 1920 style, leaving his hands up. He wasn't really even the guy that made contact. Looked like it was Reed Scott.
And now a timeout by the Crusaders. 4 minutes to play, 44-40. Tight one here late in the Roundhouse. Back in 30 seconds on HKFM and the Crusaders Sports Network.
Allen Samuels and Hutch invites you to shop their pre-owned sale event happening now. It's a true sign and drive event with no money down and over 30 vehicles priced under $20,000. That's payments as low as $171 a month. Did I mention no money down? They even have vehicles priced under $5,000. See our ad in Saturday's Hutch Post. Only at Allen Samuels on the giant corner of 30th and Lorraine. Open all the time online at allensamuelshutch.com. And as Mr. Samuels always says,
come by, let's be friends.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
On our Buehler Dental Care scoreboard, McPherson girls won tonight 67-18. 28 points for Grace Pyle. 15 for Cassidy Beam. Both Taryn Horning and Ava Combs had 5 for the Lady Crusaders.
Yeah, and the only other game tonight on the network was that Nickerson Lions girls game that Nickerson won 64-42. The Nickerson Lions boys game got canceled due to COVID, so this is the only basketball game going on our stations tonight.
Quiet Tuesday.
Yes.
Regular teeth cleanings to advanced periodontal work. Your hometown dentist is Buehler Dental Care, providing healthy smiles with a gentle touch. Jayden Alexander to play it in. Watch the rim here.
Yep, Mr. Miller and his mullet are back on the floor with their 4 fouls.
Here is Madron to Alvord. Boy, great defense by Jack. Off to Miller, near side, Elliott. His 3, misses back iron. Rebound, Jack Voth.
Oh, snap.
And who are they going to get on that?
Going to get Reed Scott with the arm bar. That's Reed's 3rd. Luckily, he's got some fouls to give, but more importantly, the Crusaders lose a possession right there.
And Mack will have it still on their end of the floor. Boy, that's what you want. You want a guy like Elliott taking that 3. That's perfect. And a shot inside, good by Madron.
We don't want to see Madron shooting the basketball. He has been one of the guys carrying the water tonight for the Pups.
46-40. Mack by 6. Reed the other way to Hawkinson. Tatum hasn't scored yet tonight. He's got it out front. Tatum will drive. Off to Zay Hernandez. Back to Hawkinson near side. Inside to Jack, and stolen away by Elliott. Boy, too many empty possessions here in this fourth quarter so far.
Yeah, that's the 10th overall turnover tonight for Buehler.
Buehler has just 2 fourth quarter points.
And Mack is going to be very keen to just run clock here.
There's Madron on a drive. Off to Alvord. To Alexander, back to Madron. Madron dribbling through traffic. Off to Alexander.
They're just taking the air out of the ball.
They might dribble out the final 2:36 here.
Now Buehler coming out with some trap action.
Alexander with it. Good grief.
They are burning clock like it's going out of style.
Down to 2:14 to play. This possession, 30-plus seconds. Madron out high. Inside, pass deflected. Reed Scott off of Miller, out of bounds.
Hallelujah. The bad news is a lot of precious time got burned off the clock there.
Buehler will play it and down 6. They've been stuck on 40 for a while. Just the one bucket here in the fourth quarter. Max across the timeline, picked up by his cousin Jayton. Into Jack. And Elliott, another turnover. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, Elliott got his hand on both. Inside.
Good grief. Now Reed Scott with a steal. Ahead to Max. Max over Elliott, score it, and a timeout. 46-42.
Down to one timeout, fellers.
4-point game, 1:28 left here. Well, it's been tight. Can you imagine if we had a good first half?
No doubt. No doubt. Well, one thing to keep in mind, McPherson has been in 3 overtime games this year. The good news is they are 0-3 in those 3 overtime games. Or no, they won 1, excuse me.
So that Whitfield game, Jayden Alexander hit a shot from nearly midcourt to tie it, to send it to overtime. Otherwise, the Vikings would have beat them.
But with 88 seconds left, us getting back to this game is going to start with forcing turnovers. I bet the Crusaders come out with some full court pressure here.
Yeah. Only 5 team fouls, so.
Yeah, if Mac fouls us, we're going to the double bonus.
You got to foul somebody not named Alexander or Madron.
Yeah. And I tell you what, Madron has just been the slashing machine for Mac.
Well, they've been a 2-man team tonight.
Yes, yes. Alexander's had all those trays, and the Madron's been the cutter.
Problem for Buehler is nobody but Max has more than 1 field goal tonight. Madron ahead to Alvord. Alexander, a minute 20 left.
They're going to try to burn clock.
At some point, you got to go ahead and foul, don't you?
Yep, ball out.
Ball knocked loose, picked up by Jayden Alexander. I think you got a foul here. 1:09 left. You still have 2 fouls to give, and there Hawkinson will foul Madron.
It's Taden's 3rd.
You guys want to go with me to the state tomorrow and lobby for a shot clock?
Have to remember I'm a stall ball fan.
Now Isaiah will foul Alvord. I am not. I don't care if it's a 30-second. It could be 35-second. I don't care. You know, it doesn't have to be like a college shot clock. But
well, now it's going to kind of hinge on whether Mac knocks down free throws.
Alvord at the line. First miss.
Over the back.
Reed Scott.
Miller should have just fouled out right there.
46-42. You're jealous of his hair. Here's Taden.
In
Working
trouble.
Along the left baseline. Throws it to Max. calling over and back.
Well, it's been turnovers this half that's really hurt Buehler.
Not really in this fourth quarter. Well, they got up to, just 8 points in that first quarter tonight. Got off to such a bad start. Now another timeout. Well, they're going to have to, at this point, force Mac to miss some free throws. More than likely, these two will play again. It's certainly not a done deal. But you would think that they'll play again for the sub-state final. Now, Buehler coming into tonight for that #1 seed had a 4-game advantage. I cannot imagine them losing that down the stretch.
Yeah. I mean, Augusta's going to be a dogfight on Friday. But the tough thing, too, I mean, Mac is going to pile up some wins after tonight.
And Mac does have Augusta again here. And that is certainly a game they can lose.
But no, I think you're right that Buehler is in the catbird seat for the 1 seed.
So it's Nickerson, Pratt, and Ulysses. So the rest of that, I have a hard time believing it won't be Mac and Buehler for the sub-state final. That's never happened, has it?
No.
Oh, goodness.
All right, well, but this one's not over yet. Buehler's going to have to get the quick fouls and hope for the misses from the free throw line.
He'd love to get the ball to Matt Miller, Mason Miller. I don't really call him Matt. Of course, he's 2 for 2 from the foul line. Zay shadowing Jayden Alexander.
They don't want to foul Alexander.
39 seconds left, and Isaiah will foul him. He'll have a 1-and-1 at the free throw line in a 4-point game.
Yeah, when the ball got tossed over to Elliott here on the near side, that's definitely a guy that I think would be a good candidate to foul. He has yet to score tonight. He has yet to shoot a free throw.
I don't want to sound like a sore loser as Buckby and Dukes check in for McPherson.
Yeah, Buckby hasn't been on the floor in 10 years.
Pyle and Elliott go out. Here's Jayden Alexander's first trip to the free throw line. First is good. I don't want to sound like a sore loser at all, but I think we did get some extra help tonight besides the 5 on the floor.
Well, my dad has always said, when you come to the Roundhouse,
it's worth 10 points.
It's 8 on 5.
Yeah, that call from the first half still just haunting me. And now they're going to call a foul on Madron. He fouled Alexander on the inbound. It's a 6-point game. Max is going to go to the free throw line with 37 seconds left. 48-42.
All day long.
The problem is here you can't trade free throws with Mac. That's not, I mean, you're down 6. It's not going to do you any good. So that is just the first foul called on Seth Madron tonight. Here's Max at the line where he is 2 of 4. He has been un-Max-like in the last 3 or 4 games at the foul line. And I know that that's frustrated him. Elliott, Miller, and Pyle all back for McPherson. Dukes, Buckby, and Gibbs out. Well, I've said it all year, and I will continue. I say a lot of the same things a lot of the time. That's because I don't know very much. Alexander makes 2 at the line, 48-44. And what we got here, timeout?
Yes.
I go back, my friends, to the single-digit first quarter. And we've talked a lot about it on the girls' side. It is hard to overcome single-digit quarters.
Yeah, I mean, Buehler had a really, really cold first half shooting from the floor. You know, they've done a nice job at heating it up in the second half, but
they were on fire at one point in the third.
Yes.
Yeah, and when you have Max Alexander, that's where you want most of your offense from, but he can't do it himself. You look at the score sheet here, we only have 2 other field goals, and the team effort that we've seen from the Crusaders is what they had to bring tonight. Yes, there are some nights that Max can take all the field goals, make them all, and they can come away with the win, but not here at the Roundhouse.
Max has 31 of their 44 tonight. And those 2 field goals. Skripczyk has one, and Voth has one. And that is it. Everything else at the free throw line. Rise Up Reno Prevention Network helps promote healthy behaviors through youth leadership, school-based mentoring, and community investment. Online at riseupreno.org.
Well, if you're Buehler here, we got to get quick turnovers.
It'll be Elliott inbounding to Madron. And he lays it up and in and one. That's a great inbound play. Jack saying he didn't foul there. I think almost on that, you've got to have somebody between them and the basket.
Yeah, Jack was put in a tough spot right there because if he doesn't contest the layup, then it's an easy 2. And he really did a nice job of trying to protect the rim and not just hammering him. But Madron, man, he is a player.
Well, it looks like the streak is going to go to 31. Madron misses at the free throw line. It's a 6-point game, 26 seconds left. Never say never. Max with a 3. Max now with 34, and it's a 3-point game. There is. So you're telling me there's a chance.
Hey, I tell you what, I mean, we are right back in this thing big time. I mean, now it's going to boil down to, McPherson's going to have to inbound. Buehler could possibly foul before the ball is inbounded to try to preserve time. The foul situation would put Mac in the double bonus with Buehler's next foul. I tell you what, if I'm Coach Swanson, I'm not one to say strategy much. If it's one of those kids like Elliott that hasn't even shot the ball tonight, I'm just going to say foul him into next week. And let's see if that kid can make free throws.
And you don't have to foul the guy with the ball.
No, foul away from the ball. You can foul before the ball is even inbounded. And
that might be the play here.
Maybe I'm just jealous of Elliott's beard, but I think he's the guy to foul.
Elliott's the inbounder, so you're not
you can't foul. Well, Coach Kinnaman's smart. Foul Miller then.
They're going to let him get it inbounds, and they will foul Alexander with 19.9 left. Jayden Alexander, 2 of 2 at the free throw line tonight. Madron's only 1 of 3, so he's not been.
Yeah, he hasn't been, for as good as he's been from the floor, the line has not been his friend.
Well, they got it to the guy they wanted to get it to.
Yep.
That's the chess match in the game, is you got to deny the guy they want to get the ball to, but he missed it off the front end.
Hallelujah.
How much of some of that is these guys are tired?
Yes. Okay, if Jayden misses this, Buehler
game's not over yet, folks.
And they had no one in the lane to rebound, and then Seth Madron, he's going to try to pick his poison, trying to find the side Max will go to. So a little bit of gamesmanship right there as Jayden attempts his second free throw.
And this one he knocks down. It's a 4-point game. 19 seconds left. Here comes Max. He'll shoot a long 3.
Holy cow!
Oh my goodness!
Wow.
And a foul with 10 seconds left. It's a 1-point game. Holy shnikes. That 3. I mean,
halfway between the rings, my friend.
Wow.
Well, the best that Alexander can do now is make it a 3-point game. He's back at the foul line.
I was just about to say before Max trained that
on Hernandez.
We didn't have to have a 3 at that point.
He missed the front.
Well,
all right, so now here's a question, my friend. Do you take the 3 for the win, or do you go to the bucket?
Okay, here's what I'm just going to say. Whatever Max wants, let him go.
Don't touch it. Don't touch the question. Here we go.
Alexander's second free throw. He missed them both. Oh, rebound Hernandez. 7 seconds left in a 1-point game. Here comes Max into Jack. Layup, missed, but a foul with 1 second left. Jack Voth is going to go to the free throw line.
Are
you kidding me?
What an unselfish play made by Max down there.
Oh my gosh.
Jack's got 2 opportunities to tie this bad boy.
Oh my gosh. Free throw missed. Well, the best he can do now is tie it. Buehler has not been in an overtime game yet this year. Mack has been in 3 of them. They've lost 2 of those 3. Holy cow. Coach Kinnaman's going to get some rebounders in here in Miller and Gibbs. But really it comes down to making this free throw.
Yep.
Skripczyk in, Hawkinson out for Buehler. 1 second left. Jack Voth to tie it. And it's missed. Rebound McPherson ball game. Mack wins it. Well, 51-50.
Well, I'll say it right now.
And Jack is devastated.
This one hurts, but I tell you what, if you only beat them once, you want to beat them when it counts. So let's look forward to seeing these guys hopefully in March on Buck Balzer Court.
And the leadership right there from Alexander and Hawkinson was amazing. Jack missed that, very devastated on the court, and the first thing both of them did was go over and pick him up, lift him up as teammates, because they know that they want to win league. That's one of their goals. Coach Swanson told us that, and so they got Augusta next. Look to see Jack come and make some plays.
Yeah, that was a great pass inside to Jack. I'm surprised the layup, you know, I'm still surprised he didn't get that layup to go.
Oh, it banged around. I just keep thinking about it. That thing would have fallen. Oh, well, the sweetness.
And how many shots tonight do we think that if that would have fallen?
Yes, well,
so, yeah. Wow.
We live to fight another day, and I tell you what, if you have to pick winning this one or winning the sub-state game, let's just hope we can fight and scratch and claw our way and get the rubber match or the third matchup in a couple weeks.
Well, I've been in a lot of basketball games in this gym, and I don't know that I've ever won one.
Yeah. Well,
oh my gosh.
Well,
I watched our girls one year play St. John in the one of the rare years where the MAC girls weren't any good. And I watched Buehler play St. John in the MAC tournament final and just get demolished. Oh my gosh.
Well, fellas.
Wow, 51-50 is the final. MAC improves to 8-8 and 6-1 in the league. If Buehler's going to win the league, well, it comes down to this. They're going to have to beat Augusta, and they're going to have a little bit of help. Can happen.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely can happen. I didn't think they were going to, you know, I didn't think they were going to make that close a game of it late, but 2 ridiculous threes from Max Alexander.
Yeah, this Crusader team has a lot of heart. You know, Max left it all out on the floor. You know, I was thinking about how many games he came to as a kid, you know, coming in this gym. Did he ever think he would be wearing Buehler maroon coming in this field house?
One more dadgum bucket.
Yes. Well.
All right. Post game coming up. Give you the final numbers of this one on the way. Hear from Coach and more. Listening to Crusader basketball here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
For the Shirt Shack post-game show.
As an ISA-certified arborist for Bark Tree Care, I can help you maintain healthy trees for a beautiful yard this year. Call 620-899-3337. Bark, your tree's first line of defense.
First National Bank is a proud sponsor of local high school sports. We have an experienced staff prepared to provide you with a variety of banking solutions. Please visit our website, fnbhutch.bank. That's fnbhutch.bank for more information. First National Bank of Hutchinson, we're first for you.
Visit one of the First's 5 convenient locations in Hutchinson, including inside Dillon's Marketplace. First National Bank of Hutchinson. Member FDIC.
Erickson Custom Building has a great plan and a budget suited for your needs. Whether it's a new build, a remodel of a kitchen, interior, exterior, or an insurance restoration project, Erickson Custom Building provides quality craftsmanship and superior customer service. We stand behind our work and have lasting relationships with vendors, suppliers, and most importantly, with you, the customer. Erickson Custom Building, proud to support all high school activities. Call 620-585-2816. Or visit EricksonCustomBLDG.com.
It's a fresh new year and a great time to check out Nextech Wireless for your business. Spend a little time with our business team and get a tailor-made wireless plan that connects just how you need it to. Sign on and we'll set you up with great technology and coverage that's supported by the best service at the best price. Let our business group earn your business. We'll show you why we're something different. Nextech Wireless for Business. Kansans supporting Kansans. 785-621-5130.
Hi, this is Dr. Dal Hunt with Buehler Dental Care. You're listening to Crusader Basketball on 95.9 HKFM.
It's devastated. I don't normally get like that after a game, but I just, good grief.
Well, it was an emotional game, an emotional loss. But the thing that I'm going to take away from this game, fellas, our guys showed a lot of composure. You know, there was times that it looked like Mac was maybe going to blow the doors off us, and the guys just kept playing.
And Jayden Alexander's out here practicing free throws. But I don't know what's worse. You know, I went from thinking we were going to lose by 6 to Max hitting 2. Just those threes are insane.
Yes. Well, this team has a lot of heart.
Thinking, oh my gosh, Jack Voth inside wide open for 2.
Yep. This team has a lot of heart, a lot of guts, a lot of composure, and you know, that's the thing. I'm really proud of our guys that they kept fighting valiantly to the end. You know that you're going to get both barrels when you come to MAC and play the Pups, and you know, our guys battled to the end. It's a tough loss.
Yep.
But it's one that, you know, it was that night, you know, we talked about it, Aaron. We had one lead the entire evening and pretty much just had to play from behind the entire night. A lot of teams don't have the wherewithal to do that, but this group of young men did. And I know Coach Swanson's going to be disappointed after that one, but, you know, it's you got to lace it up and
go get them the next time.
Yep.
Yeah, and Aaron, I'm going to bring up one of your favorite moments. This is the second time we played them. They're in our sub-state. That's number 3. Last year, the third time we played a team we weren't supposed to beat, Circle, in Towanda.
Well, let's hope.
It's tough to beat the same team 3 times. That'll be our mantra,
Buehler
right?
needed somewhere in the course of 4 quarters, they needed one more basket. Single-digit quarter, my friend, 8 points in the first. I'm telling you. All right. Game recap brought to you by Adams Brown Strategic Allies and CPAs, proudly serving businesses in Kansas for the past 70 years. Online at AdamsBrownCPA.com. Mac did cool off, but not enough. They still shot 58% for the game, 53% in the second half. And you know, most of that, it's Madron and Alexander. Those two are a load. Buehler, 45% for the game, 14 Crusader turnovers to 18 for Mac. I think Buehler's got to limit that if they should meet again. Can't give them all those extra opportunities. Rebounding, 18 for the Crusaders, 20 for the Pups. Tight game all the way around, no matter how you look at it. Tight game. Mac went, let's see, free throw line. They were just 3 of 8. Buehler 7 of 11. Buehler did what they normally do at the free throw line, above 70%. Individual scoring, Eli Pyle with 5, Jaden Dukes with 2, Seth Madron with 15, Sam Becker with 2, Jayden Alexander with 19, Mason Miller with 2, Darian Gibbs with 6. Max Alexander ties his career high for the Crusaders with 37. Isaiah Hernandez with 2, Braden Skripsik with 2, and Jack vote with 9. So Buehler will get Augusta on the road at Augusta on Friday. And the Pups will have Winfield on the road. Winfield, who was a Jaden Alexander 3 away from beating Mac the first time around. They'll have the rematch in Ollie Thomas Gym at McPherson on Friday. Then the 2 next week. Of course, senior night a week from tonight, next Tuesday against El Dorado. Then a Thursday game. That'll be the 25th, a Thursday. We'll wrap up the season at Winfield as we get a chance to get some thoughts from Coach. Coach went from thinking we're going to lose by 6 to 2 insane threes from Max Alexander to thinking, I still can't believe that layup by Jack didn't go in the basket. Oh, my gosh.
I know. Bless his heart. I couldn't be more proud of our guys. The first half, I felt like we played like a team that hadn't practiced since last Thursday. And we're definitely rusty, and we didn't do what we needed to do. But I mean, what a heroic effort that they put together to give ourselves a chance to win, and just didn't go down.
Yeah, I mean, you just think of all the different places you need one more basket tonight, and normally you'd get that out of somewhere.
Right.
It never came.
Well, yeah, and I couldn't be more proud of, obviously Jack feels awful. But, before I could even say anything, Taden, first thing he said, I heard him say when they were walking in the locker room was, Jack, we could have found 2 points. Any of us could have made that difference. Reed said the same thing. Max told him, keep your head up, Jack. I'm passing to. If the situation comes up again, I'm passing to you again. And that's why we have a good team. That's why they're fun to coach. That's why it hurts, is because we have such good leadership out of those guys, and they're picking Jack up, and I couldn't be. I'm not. It hurts, but I couldn't be. I wouldn't have been any more proud of them if we had won, or as opposed to losing the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Tough loss tonight. Pretty good chance you're going to get them a third time. So I never say that's a guaranteed thing.
No,
obviously, you got.
You
got to play, but
right. In our sub-state, both of us should be favored with whoever we play. We'll both be playing at home, and I think the way it works out is if we win one more game, we would get the opportunity to host them. So, that's definitely rather play at home, but that's down the line. We've got, and I told the guys in the locker room that, we've got to, even if we'd have won, I wouldn't have been in here doing cartwheels or anything. I mean, we it'd been great. You win.
I would have done them for you, Coach.
Okay, but I mean, it's we've got Augusta on Friday, so they're really good. They beat McPherson the first time.
We talked about that. Augusta's going to have a little sore spot from from the first time we played.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We beat them last 2 times we played them, so we got our work cut out for us there. So we'll move on. We'll learn from this. That'll be some good film to watch, and I think hopefully we get the opportunity to play them again.
Yeah, guys are right. 2 points could come from anywhere, and no practice didn't help. So
no. But you got to give them credit too. I mean, there's just looking at stats. Seth was 7 for 11. He's a heck of a player, obviously, and Jayton Alexander was 6 for 7 and 4 or 5 from 3. I mean, as you're looking for things of going, that's the game or that's not. Jayton Alexander going 4 for 5 from 3 is, 12 points on 5 shots is phenomenal. So he's a gamer. I mean, I don't think anybody, Jack missed those free throws. Jayton missed those 2 free throws late. I mean, and he's as much of a gamer as they come. So they're kids, and that's a tough thing for them to do, and but hopefully we can, like I said, we'll get better from it. We'll get to practicing tomorrow, and
All right, Coach.
You know, I just
well,
what a game for Max though too. Wow.
Tied his career high tonight, 37.
Yeah.
Those 2 threes.
And
oh
he
my
played.
gosh.
Yeah, he played with great pace. How fitting would it be after 37 points if we have a walk-off win from him making a pass?
Yeah. Well, and the thing that just the last thing that I'll say is that we've seen it all year. You know, teams just they're so physical with him, and
yeah.
You know, they get away with stuff when refs aren't looking, and sometimes when they are looking.
Yeah.
And I mean, he has to play through all that.
You know,
stuff,
and that's that's part of being you know, no matter who you are, if you're when you're when you're the best player, you're gonna have to take the bad with the good, and but I can be, you know, I'm so proud of Max. I mean, he's matured so much, and he's just become a really good teammate. And now, is that to say that he doesn't make mistakes? No, he's a kid. He's 17. He's gonna make mistakes, but you know, no one has a bigger heart. No one cares more than him. And I mean, he, you know, it's obvious he just put us. Some guys were struggling tonight offensively, and he put us on his back and almost got us a win. So just couldn't say enough about you know, the game that he played.
All right, Coach. Well, safe travels. We'll see you Friday.
Okay, thank you. Bye.
Coach Ryan Swanson, and we'll be back to wrap things up right after this. Okay, I need to get a play of the game.
You're listening to Buehler Crusader Basketball on HKFM.
And back here one final time to wrap it up tonight. We'll get you our Dix Phillips 66 Phillip of the game. Phillip on top-tier gasoline, snacks, and more at Dix Phillips 66. Family-owned at 4th and Stevens in Hutchinson. Every journey begins with a stop at Dix Phillips 66. Take you back to the 2:40 mark in the third quarter. Plug in the hole. Max for three, swish! What a big hit for Max up top.
Coach Kinnaman has seen enough. He wants a timeout.
31-25, a three from Max gets it. And that got it back to a three-point game. And Max later on would hit 2 monster threes, maybe the 2 biggest I've ever seen him hit. No pressure, halfway between the circles out here to our left on both of them. And neither one of them touched iron.
Yeah, I mean, I've got goosebumps. I mean, he's one of those kids that the bigger the stage, the bigger the challenge. You know, he's a guy that answers. He's a gamer, and you know, we really had tough sledding. You know, it was a tough night offensively for so many of our other guys, and Max knew that he was going to have to kind of shoulder the scoring when people were struggling, and did a fantastic job and definitely left it all out on the floor tonight.
All right, and our player of the game, obviously, it'd be hard not to name Max Alexander. Our WIFCO Steel Products player of the game, from storage tanks to steel walkways, stairways, and platforms. WIFCO Steel Products, the experts in steel fabrication. Online at WIFCOSB.com. Max ties his career high tonight with 37. Good stuff.
Yes. Well, the boys battled, and, you guys talked a bunch about the league title. I mean, that is still on the line, and, Augusta, we knew this week was going to be a tough week coming here and then going to Augusta, both really difficult road games, and, if we can split this week and
let's go get those Orioles.
Yes.
Absolutely.
In your favorite venue in the entire country, Aaron.
I do like Hooter Gym. It's a nice place to go. It's very orange in there.
Well, and I know you have all this family in Augusta, Aaron, but I think,
do.
But I want to say this. I'm going to say this on the air. I think you're embarrassed of us because you never introduced us to any of your family.
I don't know that I've ever had the opportunity, but if any of them are there.
I'm just teasing you, Aaron. I'm just giving you a hard time.
If any of them are there, I will be sure to let you know.
Well, we talk about food all the time. You need to talk to them about bringing us some Taco Tico up to Hooter. That's the best part of Augusta, my friend.
Sweep tonight for McPherson in the field house. We'll see you on Friday, 5:30 for our Midway Motors Drive to the Game. For my broadcast partners, Carson Moeller and Chris Shank. Team Money, good job on the video tonight, and we'll see you Friday, 5:30 here on HKFM and the Crusader Sports Network.
Allen Samuels, Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram and Hutch are proud supporters of high school sports and